Yes,
we are.
We're good.
All right. Good morning. Good Monday morning. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday this week. And then I'll be on location next week. I won't say where. Ooh. Over the next month, I'll be doing a show in, I would say, yes, each time zone in the United States of America.
Wow.
Like between now and whenever the hell. Yes, whatever the hell that is. Surely before the live show. So yeah, Mike is here, Mick is here, Justin is here, and Coleman is here as well. So good morning, everybody.
Hello.
What's
Hello.
new? What do we got? Shut up, Justin. What's going on?
Well, right as we ended Friday's show, Carl Weathers passed away, sadly.
I know. He passed away sadly?
He was bummed.
You were with him at the time?
Well, I imagine if Gus is, still on the horn trying to get in touch with him, who wouldn't be sad?
People can mock this if they wish, but I was very upset about Carl Weathers dying. He was a giant part of my youth. I was on the phone with my brother Ryan, and I was looking at my phone. I saw the news. I was like, you're going to have to sit down, which I don't say often. I don't think he did. They always say that in movies and TV shows.
I've never understood unless you're like an elderly person.
I guess, yeah. I don't know. Or when people are like, I don't want to talk. I've lost my appetite. They run out of the room. That's a big Donna Martin thing on 902. She always lost her appetite.
Brace yourself for
yes,
that one.
Exactly. Yep. But I mean, look, he's Apollo Creed. Like, you could say, I know Arrested Development. I know all the he is Apollo Creed. And I tweeted, and it's true. And it's along that nice thing. If they casted that poorly, there would be no Rocky franchise. There should, of course, would be no Creed franchise. Like, if
it was Mr. T in that one,
just like a bad, right. Somebody just. He was great, and he got better and better as the series went on. I love Carl Weathers. He's a friend. He signed this to me. I'm touching it right now. I have Carl's autograph. And I'd like to think that he'd not hear from Gus in the last couple of days of his life. I hope there was some solace.
I won't joke about it out of respect, but do you think that played a factor, dealing with Gus in his final months?
It would have to. It has for me. Yeah, it has for me. I know it has for Mick. Mick was in the hospital after that.
Sure, yeah, absolutely.
Like, there's no, like, why does Carl Weathers die and so like Mick lives? There's a zero. Like, why? You know what I'm saying, Mick?
What is the world?
Wait, what is the point?
Exactly.
But I was so bummed. I was texting with Will Compton about a huge Rocky fan too. Like, I know I've seen more Rocky than any other movies. Like, it's not even close. It's probably 5-1. Yeah. So Carl is just an enormous. I was watching Rocky 3 this morning.
Top 5 actor years? Like, where does he rank? As far as like your favorite, maybe not the best, right?
Yeah, no. I mean, it's hard just because the franchise is, it's like when he died in Rocky 4, it was crushing.
So in a way, you've kind of dealt with it already.
That's true. I have. That was tough. Like Duke says, when Apollo died, part of me died too.
Yeah.
But like, I think part of the reason the Creed franchise works so well is because Apollo Creed's a fucking great character. Yeah. So
I had the same reaction when he dies in Happy Gilmore.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Right. For a lot of people, he's Happy Gilmore. Like, he's had a great run. He's in commercials. I know he's in a commercial with Gronk at the Super Bowl this year.
I thought his family said they were like taking it down or something. Or
his family's taking it down?
Like they just didn't want to keep promoting the.
Oh, really? It's a draft
commercial or something.
That will be weird.
Yeah. So we'll see how it goes. I don't know.
Yeah.
Can I talk about that? Coleman usually try and silence me.
Yeah. I want to. What the hell was that?
I don't want to get into it.
I should have asked off air.
I was close to going in there and firing him at that point. Don't shut up, Mike. Don't ever tell me to move on from something. Ever.
Got it.
Ever.
Yep.
Again. Ever.
Sounds
again.
Good.
Okay.
Can I be fair here?
Yeah.
And say I'll defend him?
No.
Okay.
Why would you do that?
Why are you gonna be fair?
Well, I was here when they got that email. And
okay.
I was gonna bring it up.
We're not discussing anything.
Okay.
This is why stupid. You bring stupid people when they say stupid things.
Sorry.
Yes. This is just use everyone use their brains. Anyway, so Carl Weathers is a great actor. We never got him on. I blame Gus for that, and I blame Gus for his death.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're going to be fair about it, like if Gus didn't...
I think he would accept that blame.
Gus is willing to die. Why didn't he die for Carl Weathers? Why didn't he give...
I don't know if it works like that.
Does he have any body part that would be useful to Carl
No
Weathers?
spankings?
Did he have anything that was useful to Carl Weathers or no?
Did he have anything useful to you?
I just mean the body part. Like, I think he did some sort of heart issue. Oh, Gus's heart is probably a mess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
He had a stroke. Yeah, that would be terrible.
Yeah. That's true. That's a good point. Yeah, that's true. It's like Gus is alive, Mick's alive.
Dying guy's alive.
Huh?
Dying guy is still alive.
Dying guy's still alive for yeah. We'll have to sit through
you
that
said
tomorrow.
I was with a guy withering away this week. I thought it was tomorrow.
Yeah, 2 days in a row. Booking with dying guys this week. Oh boy, I wish that was Wednesday with the Mutt. But I'm sure Mutt will be alive and happy as can be, and fucking talk about Steve Belichick taking the University of Washington defensive coordinator job, which everybody cares about. Jesus,
It's coming.
oh God, and I had to sit through that. So anyway, Carl Weathers great. I was really upset. If that news had come on Julie wouldn't have been the only one crying in studio. I would have been crying with the Carl Weathers thing. I'm dead serious about that. Did you guys watch these Grammys last night?
Yeah.
What did you think, Mick? You're a music guy.
Everybody who got on that stage was almost insufferable.
Really?
Presenting
Tracy Chapman, you thought was insufferable?
awesome. Fast Car, and I'm out on that song. I can't stand it.
Oh, that's a great song.
Tracy Chapman is awesome. I did not need the fucking guy with
The Fatso country singer?
I'm
good on him.
All these new country guys sound like South Park country guys, like the South Park episode about country music. They all sound like that. I'm like, is this guy? Did they draw him? Did Parker and Stone draw this guy? Is this a South Park bit? Because she's awesome. She's one of the greatest ever. That song's unbelievable. Makes it dope. So she sounds great. And she's like, we can fly. We gotta make a decision. And he's like, leave tonight, every night. Chicken burger, chicken. Oh, yeah. It's like, shut
Who
the
was it?
fuck up.
Jelly Roll or one of those?
Luke Combs.
Luke Combs.
Oh, okay.
Who was dating Brandon Chicken Fry, I believe.
No,
right?
that's Zach Bryan.
Exactly. What's the fucking is Zach Bryan? Is he the one who tried to throw the cops off a cliff or whatever? Was
Allegedly.
that him?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just like,
Allegedly.
it's like- he's another one, I'm sure. Is like, I'm in Seattle. There's a fish store, whatever the fuck. It's like, leave me alone.
Yeah, they're very Pearl Jam.
Yeah, whatever. You know what I mean, though. It's like, give me a little bit. Give me a 15-second snippet of Luke Bryan. Is that his name?
Got it.
Luke Combs.
No. Who's the one
There
who's
is
with
a
Brandon
Luke.
Chicken
Zach
Fry?
Bryan.
Oh, Zach Bryan.
Zach Bryan. Okay. I thought that was a wrestler.
Anything in particular? I remember everything.
No, Heavy Eyes is great.
Okay, looks like we're doing Heavy Eyes. I
Just
guess.
saying, it's a good one.
Coleman regulating.
Is that my guy? Brandon Chicken Fry is a show with Dave and my boy JR, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Josh Richards, who became famous for dancing on TikTok.
Yeah.
I did some research this weekend. I got a lot. I have a big show on Thursday. I need to.
Oh, you did background on your
I need
coast.
Whitney to be doing some TikTok dancing or something.
And Ryan, I understand you played in the NHL.
That's what I mean.
Is that right?
Someone's got to fucking. Someone's got to pay attention on that show. Go ahead.
Here's Heavy Eyes.
I just picture right now, like, hold on. I picture 12 46-year-old women at Gillette with their cowboy boots on, like pretending for a night, like, oh, we're badass bitches tonight. It's like, yeah, you're from fucking Stoneham. Like, what are you doing? Like, yeah, we're crazy. They're drinking their wine. Like, oh my God.
People get banged up at those country
Oh
concerts.
God. Jeez, go ahead. Justin spiking the snow cones. Was he singing the song? Or is he just
Move ahead a little.
Give me 15 seconds of banjo.
You jump ahead, Justin. Okay, I'm good.
Banger. Absolute banger.
What a talent. What a once in a generation talent. Well, good for him. I'm sure he's a nice guy. I'm happy for him and Brianna Chick, who were at the Grammys last night.
Yeah.
I did see it on Twitter. So
Right next to Taylor Swift.
Right next to Taylor Swift. Oh, is she there?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know this.
Yeah.
I like Taylor Swift's fine, but she's the kind of person, every time the camera cuts her, everyone's sitting down and she's standing up and lip syncing everybody's song. She's like, I'm not afraid. I'm dancing like no one's watching. That's like her thing. And you're like,
She wasn't taking angry sips of wine last night.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
Ruined
it's just-
someone's life.
Yeah, poor. Trevor Noah, I guess, told appropriate jokes. last
Yeah,
night.
good.
So, she won like 90 Grammys. Good for her. Then she announced.
Surprised every time, too. She's like,
Yeah, I know. She announced this album, which is one of the worst titles of all time. It's like When Men Do Poetry in the Bathtub or something.
I didn't see the
give me
title.
What is it, Justin?
Tortured Poet Society. Is that it?
Oh, I like that.
God.
Yeah.
Is there a lie? It's not a dead poet
What
society.
the real fan base? Creeps
Torture of
who
life.
creeps who sell snow cones and fucking molest children.
No molesting of children.
Imagine she announced that as her title last night.
That's very wordy. I don't know if it's good
This is
branding.
my one fan out there watching. My biggest fan right now watching.
Selling snow cones and molesting children.
Yes. That could be a song. Well, snow is here come a children, their little asshole. That kind of thing. I don't know.
I'm in my molesting children era.
Got that? Clip that.
With that?
Everyone say good job, Mike. Everyone say Mick, good job. But no, she's wonderful. She's a queen, though. She blew off Celine Dion that side.
Oh, stiff armed her.
yeah,
Just
that
threw
was
her right
good.
out of the way.
Woman's sick.
Exactly.
Celine Dion. She's
What's
doing
wrong
that
with
to
her?
Celine, she's like you, I think. She's dying, I think.
I know.
Oh,
Yeah,
she's
Crohn's.
dying, but she has, what does she have? Coleman, look it up.
She has.
Terrific artist, I guess. I'm not a big Celine Dion fan, but
What's she done lately?
Person syndrome?
what?
Stiff person syndrome?
That's Justin's syndrome. He's at a daycare
A
center.
neurological disorder that causes muscle stiffness and spasms.
Is that like that scleroderma that I always heard Saget talking about?
Maybe.
Sounds like what that was.
Before he was
It's
murdered,
called
you mean?
stiff person
Yes,
syndrome.
that's right.
Before somebody injected fentanyl into him?
It changed everything.
Everything. That's why Taylor Swift won last night. Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce would not be together if he hadn't died. It changed everything.
It is definitely a different world. We can't prove that it didn't change everything.
Mick would have solved the Vegas shooting.
You think so?
Yes. Yeah. Oh, no question, Mick. Everything changed. Everything. Coleman would be banging pussy left and right. You know?
Pounding it.
Yeah, he'd be as straight as an arrow. What are the odds if we wanted to? The Mike Manansky and I could call a BC basketball game from the student area.
It could be possible.
We're
Let me ask the
discussing.
boss.
Who's that?
Intern Nick.
Nicholas.
Oh, it's just, by me and Mutt, I mean Mutt.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I maybe go and watch.
Because
You'd be in Justin's role.
Well, I think Mutt needs a play-by-play reel.
Yeah.
I was thinking of this. I'm trying to get the guy a job.
Yeah.
Has he ever done play-by-play?
No.
He doesn't want that, though.
He's got to do something.
At a certain
He can get
point,
out of the house.
we got to all stop giving him ideas. He doesn't want them.
I don't know. I mean, it's like Gus. Like he's got to do something. I
Is
think
Mud
he'd be
just
okay.
high?
I don't know. Yeah, he's got to do play-by-play or something. Because he's getting. What else is he gonna do in this business?
I'm surprised he's never done play. Like, he has a good voice for it. He seems like a
He has
traditional.
no ambition. He's a loser.
But he had enough ambition to
He'll be
get
here
into
Wednesday.
radio.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I bet you did play-by-play in college. I shouldn't say that.
I bet he just screams the entire time. Screams at
No,
you.
he'll be like very.
No, I think he's professional.
Yeah,
He's like,
yeah.
Oh, yeah, he's a pro.
He's like,
Yeah.
if Kirk says a joke, you'll be like, well,
He's like a Joe Tessador or something.
Right.
Someone
Exactly.
like that.
Yeah.
You forget because the character he is here. He's like a pro's pro. Like he's a by the books kind of radio guy.
Oh, I don't forget. I had to listen to it. People believe me. It keeps me up at night still. It's awful what he did to everybody. What else? How'd it go this weekend, Justin, at the in Providence?
oh, sold a bunch of snow cones.
Okay. Well, what event was it? A monster truck
Monster
again?
Jam, yeah.
What's in this weekend?
There's nothing this weekend.
Nothing this weekend.
No.
Okay. When's the next Monster Jam event?
In 2 weeks.
Where is that?
It is in Worcester, DCU Center. Or maybe it's called something different now. Whatever the
I had to
DCU
work a
Center
few of
is.
those in my day.
Do you guys ever go outside the Northeast for this or no?
For the most part, we stick around like the furthest south we go is Newark.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Good. You made a little bit of dough.
Yeah, no, a couple Minifans came up and said hi. Someone came up to me with a $10 bill and said, "This is from Mayo." I said, "Is he here?" And he said, "No," and he just walked away.
Okay. Good. Will Mayo be here this week?
Yes.
Oh boy. When's
Thursday.
that? Thursday. Do we
Yep.
know with who?
I have John and Warren potentially, but if we want,
That's fine. Yeah, no, we'll,
So you
we'll
gonna give you
suffer.
guys
We'll
lessons,
suffer
or-
through that, but I mean, who's that? Andy Mayo?
Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully. Maybe we'll just do his podcast.
Nice
as an
HR
episode.
meeting. Yeah.
Jesus.
I see he hasn't yet to address that at all. Is he embarrassed about this? Is he?
Wouldn't you be?
I would be, but
I mean, you've done plenty of bad
I thought he'd have some
podcasts.
fun with it, though. I thought he would.
He's one of those guys that the minute we were doing it, he messaged me. He's like, just so you know, this is for like work purposes.
yeah.
I'm like, oh, really? It's
Well,
not?
no shit.
It's not?
It's not for fun.
Strange.
We're coming for you, Rogan.
It's weird. All the kids love it. Boy, you stumbled into something. What a miracle. Jesus. And
Imagine
then-
Mayo on TikTok.
No. Do we have somebody on Wednesday with Mutt?
No. I
Oh,
can
we
work on
need,
that.
yeah, we can't do that.
Yeah.
We need
Can't put the
somebody.
listeners through
Please,
that.
we need somebody with Mutt on Wednesday. So what happened to you, Mick, when you were in the hospital?
Nothing. Honestly, nothing crazy.
Just Crohn's disease stuff?
Yeah, I left here on Thursday, whatever day that was, and just really wasn't feeling good. And by the time I got the Sagamore Bridge, I was like, I'm definitely going to the hospital.
Yeah.
Went home, probably 10 minutes laid down. I was like, something's wrong here. And I just went and got an X-ray, and they said it's just inflammation from your Crohn's. Maybe a rib was touching like a part of an organ or something.
What do you
in
weigh
there.
right now?
I was down to 127 pounds. Right now I'm at 134.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Wow.
And that was with jeans on too. So I mean, I'd probably a little less.
Jesus.
Yeah, not good. But no, I'm feeling good.
What's your
Feeling
ideal
fine.
weight?
145, I would say.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was about 20 pounds underweight.
Jesus.
Yeah, no good.
Yeah, you're
Not
5'3", yeah.
Yeah.
Gee. Well, all right. Well, but you feel okay right now?
Yeah, I feel fine.
Okay,
I'm all good. Thank you.
Good. You're welcome. Thank you. Mike, how you feeling?
Terrific.
Yeah. Physically, you're...
I was just doing them. I probably weigh 2 of Mick, so that was bothering me as I.
You
as he was
weigh that
talking.
much right now?
Probably not.
280?
Oh no, probably less than that. But
Yeah.
he's at 130, right?
Oh, 260, yeah.
Probably around there.
I feel like, yeah.
You feel like what?
260 range.
Who's
like,
that?
Me.
Who the fuck asked you?
I'm just saying.
Coleman's like a sneaky like me guy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
me and
He knows
Coleman-
the Kirk Coleman show.
Yeah,
and
have you
Coleman
noticed
fluctuate
that?
together.
Have you noticed that?
Kirk and Coleman.
Yeah, Mike Sark was waiting. Coleman was like nodding. Like, yeah,
Same.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm like, well,
You said
who
it.
fucking cares what you weigh? Jesus Christ, you're a fucking kid. Mike's old. Mike could die of a heart attack.
That's right.
2 seconds.
That old.
It'd be great if Mike died tomorrow with the dying guy here. Just had a heart attack and died.
This is for Carl.
We all know this. This dying guy I still think is Mick's a born cynic. What percent is this bullshit?
I'm a little skeptical.
Really?
Just
What percentage, man?
the phone call made me.
Well, hold on, Coleman. What's your percentage?
Sorry.
I'm sorry, Coleman.
Yeah, sorry.
I don't want to leave you out of this conversation.
Like 60.
Really?
I think 60. I'm like 60% skeptical. Yeah.
Justin?
45.
The thing is, though,
Like he's
he has
sick. Is he
that-
dying though?
he has that. That's the thing. He had
Yeah.
that podcast he set up like way before this. So
Yeah, my thing. I don't think he's lying about anything. The thing I questioned is he keeps saying to you like years, right? Like,
Right.
it'll be- what's the point then?
that's the problem. Is if we
You know?
find out
we're
it's
here
like,
for a good time, not a long time.
Right. If it's treatable cancer,
It's
I'm not interested in that.
it's probably just the cancer that's like it's not treatable, but like it could get worse, but it hasn't been getting
Okay,
worse.
we need it to get worse.
Okay.
Right. You're right.
I don't want to be stringing this kid 4 years of this guy giving me his updates.
Yeah,
It's like-
yeah. If he says skin cancer, can Justin Jazzy Jeff him out of
Yeah,
here?
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, we don't- if he's sick, like sick is different. Dying is important. Like we need somebody dying.
Right.
Which Mick kind of looks like he is today.
Yeah, it could be.
So,
Who knows?
I would say Mick's. You don't like you're gonna live to like 80 or anything, right?
No, not at this point. No,
no,
not
certainly not.
18 months. I think we're fingers crossed.
What's that? What'd you say, Justin?
What's the average age of someone with Crohn's disease? Is it significantly shorter?
The average lifespan? I think no, it's only a couple years shorter.
Oh, okay. Let me get to the real. Well. I mean, where do you want to start, Coleman or Justin, other than the Carl Weather stuff?
I don't know. There was just like a couple different stories that came out last night in regards to like the Grammys. Like there was Killer Mike getting arrested. Lisa Ann got arrested.
That felt like a bit to me.
Which
That wasn't at the Grammys.
Lisa Ann, yeah.
No, that
She
was
said
at
a
Matt
It was a
Rife.
Matt Rife show.
I'm not a big Lisa Ann fan.
I don't think it was a bitch. She seemed like shit faced.
I had her on the. I'm sure she was a mess at the show.
Yeah.
I had her on Enough About Me. This was years ago.
Yeah.
They booked Ben Kitchen booked her. Good guy. And we started asking a couple questions. Like, I don't want to talk about my career in porn. I want to talk about fantasy football. I was like, all right. well,
I remember
I was
that.
like,
I
I'm
remember
never-
that era of Lisa Ann.
It seems like
she was
she's
retired.
It seems like she's gotten away from that attitude. Almost like
Yeah,
nobody
I-
gave a fuck when she talked about anything
I think
else.
she's back in porn, like fully.
Well, good for her. What do you say, Justin?
Well, I feel like that was also before OnlyFans, and she probably makes a shit ton of money.
Yeah, I'm
off
sure
of
she
that,
does.
so-
Good for her, but I find her to be a terrific boy.
I have the video of her. I mean, she is getting led away by police, and she said
Say
she
it
was-
again, and I'll say I find her boring. And we can do this till 12. I mean, I got a job. Like, I got to fill a show today, so we can. You want me to do that or no?
No.
Okay. What else?
What?
Boy, I can be an asshole, Mike. Sometimes I forget, but like, I still got it.
You should do the best.
What's that?
What were
Should
you,
do the best.
you leaning
up,
with
Justin.
though? You were saying that there was big news of the day.
Huge big news, enormous news of the day on the Minifan network. I find this Daver gambling scandal.
Oh my God.
to be.
Yes.
You know about this, Mike, or no?
No.
Okay, well, sorry, it's not Vinny Polino, Mike. We're doing the best we can. On this
I asked
fucking
them.
show, okay?
I said, "What do you have for Mike and the Minifans?" They said nothing.
Jesus Christ! You think Vinny Polino is fucking? You know.
Hey, he was good.
Jesus. I'm sure he's good. Blind Mike done that. Blind Mike Network. Go subscribe, please, right now. And go listen to Beyond Average Mick too. I know Mick doesn't like the pub.
That's right. Yeah,
It's
yeah.
nice of you, but don't worry.
Yep.
So the Minifan KMS rundown came back.
I knew this. Yes.
Our friend Daver, who of course famously broke enormous news here, if you remember that or not, Coleman.
Oh, yeah.
Sure.
This is also the fill-in rundown.
Justin, I'll get to it. Relax, Justin. It's a long story.
Fuck, where is?
Justin, it's my biggest story on a Monday, so trust me, I'm going to take my time on this one. Lisa Ann being dragged out.
I'll tell you though, this drop is gonna.
What was that, David? So the original KMS rundown guys took the week off or whatever. So two of the originals.
Haven't they been back for like 3 weeks?
That's what I'm saying. So Visualist Dave comes back with Little People, Big World guy, and your longtime rival / ally, Blind Owl.
Yes.
So the three of them are together, and at the end, Visionless Dave, I think, tells. Did you hear this, Mick? Mm-hmm. A damning story about our friend Daver from like the kind of story where you're like, you just can't look at the guy the same again.
Exactly.
If it's true, you're like, this guy.
If it's true, it's allegedly.
I believe it.
Really?
Yes. You don't believe what?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, let's play. You have the thing in whole, Coleman, or no?
Justin has.
Justin, good.
Daver's in the legal gambling state, so we send Daver the money.
All right. So hold on. So they do a show on the network together.
Yes. Big
Big Dog Gambling. Is that what it's called?
Yes.
Yep. Sometimes, it gets up to 20, 30 views. Daver, Visionless Dave and
Daver's friend.
Daver's friend. Okay.
Yeah.
Good show. I like those guys. I like all three. I don't know the other guy, but I like Visionless Dave. I like Dave from Hell. Go watch it. I'm sure they have a Super Bowl episode coming up. So they do this thing where they'll do a 3-way parlay, Mike, where they do this bet, they put in together, and because Daver, as Visionless Dave is saying, they're in Rhode Island's a state where you can bet legally. I guess Visionless Dave's in California.
Yeah.
I don't know where his friend is. So you can bet legally. So Daver, well, does he tell the story here, Justin, or no?
He sends a screenshot every time of the bet so we can tweet it out. So going into last week or 2 weeks ago, we do the same normal thing. We send David our bets. We send the money, except this time he didn't send a screenshot of the bet. He sent a screenshot of like right before you enter the bet. So it's still like you haven't.
See where this is going.
Right away, my antennas go up.
Hold on.
I happened
So, yeah. Oh, yeah. No, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Yeah.
to know that he had been pulling a Montante and asking
Hold
some
on.
other people.
That is a hell of an accusation right there. Just those 3 words.
Pulling Montante, they can mean so many things.
Pulling a Montante is right. That is like that
Jerking
could be
off to animated
that could
women.
be anything.
Yeah.
But we all agree. Like, we'll play the rest of this. But for some point, Visionless Dave is saying he's lending. Minifans are lending Montante and Daver enormous sums of money. Like they're trying to build like a rocket ship.
That's
or something.
very odd.
And I know I always say this, but like, it's because my dad had the guts finally to ask my mom out after like going to Brigham's 4 weeks in a row
You created this.
in 1968 or whatever it was. Like, if my dad was like, you know what, she's not going to say yes one day, and just left. Daver and Montante be in the street.
What I don't like, they both seem like very nice guys.
Very nice guys. Well, Daver's
But
a nice guy.
I don't know that. Like, if they hit me up for money, I wouldn't be certain I'm getting it back. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Like,
I'd be certain I'm not getting it. Yeah, like, that's like if I'm giving those guys money, I'm like, you're just like, this is just not.
yeah, it's strange because these are mostly basically strangers. You know, maybe they've met at a couple live shows or
Well,
something.
those guys
You
are
think,
buddies.
you think Daver from Hull is a stranger?
It's an odd system. I credit to them. It's working for them.
I guess. Go ahead.
So I knew there was something dodgy going on. The instant I saw it, I texted. I'm like, Daver, did you really put this bet in? Or are you just hoping that it loses and you're going to take the money? So
Right. So I mean, I'm not a huge gambler, obviously. I famously had the golf gambling show with Riggs. Who knows? Maybe it comes back in some form or fashion. Who's to say? But if you do a 3-way parlay, the odds are obviously heavily against you winning. That's just the way it is. So if you're Daver, you play the odds.
Right.
You keep the money, and if you happen to win, then you just pay it out.
And if you lose, you're fucked. But that's the risk you're willing to take.
But if you lose,
If you win, you're fucked.
No,
Yeah.
I'm saying
No.
if
Right,
if they win the bet.
Yeah.
basically.
right, correct,
yeah.
correct. You pay them. You figure out a way to pay them back.
You're
Right.
acting as the house.
Yes, and the odds are in a 3-way parlay that generally most of the time you're going to lose. I mean, that's how it works. I would imagine the odds are whatever 3 and 10, say.
Yeah.
Whatever 2 and 4, whatever it is. So Daver, according to Visionless Dave, will agree. I don't think that's his real name again. I don't think his parents named him Visionless. Although with Blind Owl, Mike, again, part of the community in a way. Visionless.
It's true.
Dave
That's true. Yeah.
Great point.
is, like he said, his antenna's up.
Yeah.
I think it's by him. He's a smart guy.
He
Smart
is.
guy.
Yeah, he's on the ball.
Internet sleuth.
if I was just sending Daver money for a random bet, and I'm like, hey, I want you to put this bet in for me, and he wants to play the role of Vegas, where he doesn't actually put the bet in, and he's banking on me losing, which I do more often than not, I'm totally fine with that. But the difference here is this was a parlay where we're all supposed to give one leg. We're all supposed to be cheering for it to win. And even if he does genuinely give a pick that he wants to win, knowing that if he didn't actually put the bet in and it loses, he's making $60 off it, it just throws off the balance of the bet. It throws off the universe, the karma.
I agree.
I
Everyone
agree
agrees
with
with that, right?
Yeah.
No, but nobody disagrees with this, right?
No.
No. Go ahead.
So, and then
Do you have more of it or no?
Yes.
Okay. I mean, this to me, it gets worse. Like it
Damning
gets worse.
allegations.
For a day or two, and I'm just like, dude, like, there's no need for this. If you didn't put it in, just tell me. I won't be mad, but I just don't want to be lied to or like taken as a fool. Because more background to it, the week before we had hit the bet, and so he owed me and the other guy about $120, say. Sure. No big deal. I'm not in a rush for the money, but it's like 3 days go by, 5 days go by. His buddy's eventually like, hey, hey, when's that money coming? He's like, oh, I'll cash it out. It hasn't hit my account yet. Like a
Hold
week
on,
goes by.
which is obviously not true.
That was to say, those are immediate.
Of course.
It happens instantly.
I think I have a Daver defense prepared.
All right, well, let's play some more because
Okay.
I'll be curious if we get all the way through. Go
Okay.
ahead.
All live in 2024. Money goes to your account instantly. This isn't like the 80s where
At most,
things
it's a couple of days.
At most, it's a couple of days. So a
Well, that was
couple
a
more
rocket, isn't
days
it?
go by. It's been over a week now. His friend says again, hey, David, what's up with that money? He goes, I lost my debit card. And I had to I had to re-upload a new card, so it delayed the money, but it's coming. I'm getting it.
Do you have the
So
part
this is all
where Visual Dave says he lent Dave money? Or
Yes.
No? All right, go ahead.
Oh, okay. That might change.
Yeah,
my
this is
argument.
bad.
I will get into it because it's
You're getting into it. No, I'm into this. I'm awake now.
So like
Let's go.
maybe a year or two ago, I get a text from Daver, and he's like, listen,
Think about this.
going to
Mike.
my buddy's bachelor party, our mutual buddy Phil, a guy I grew up with, and he sends me a screenshot of his bank thing where he's like, I have $500 hitting my account, but it just hasn't hit yet. I don't want to be short on money for this bachelor party. Could you lend me $500 and I'll pay you back?
Oh,
All
okay.
right, so pause.
All right,
So
never mind.
So it gives him the money. He doesn't have the money. He said he doesn't get back for a few months or something. What is going on? Daver came in there and said he's making 80, 90 grand a year.
I think he was pushing six figures. He
Yeah,
said.
what the? I mean, I know he's gambling this money away, but what the fuck is going on?
It sounds worse than it is. Then, if he's
Yes.
a bartender or waiter, you're
There's
getting,
$500 to his name.
and you're getting cash every day. It's not
God,
like
Mike,
you-
where's your defense?
My defense was going to be, it wasn't a real defense of Daver as a man. The defense was essentially going to be, hey guys, I met a stranger on the internet and I've been placing bets with him and he took my money. But now that I know they're like actual friends and they're loaning
bad,
each other,
right?
that's very bad. Yeah.
bad.
I wonder if there's any like inner loanings too between him and Montante. Like if they,
I'm sure Montante has.
they got a running tab going
Yeah,
between the
that's
two
what
of
I'm
them. I
saying.
would imagine.
I mean, like I like Daver, but that's true, not good.
Has he defended this at all?
I haven't seen it. It feels like he hasn't.
I
has
haven't
he?
seen him talk about it. Yeah,
Call him up. I mean, I want to know what's going. $500 to his name?
it's not good.
And then
He's like, hey Kirk, I don't know if you heard of this, but Carl Weathers died.
Was that Justin? What are you saying?
I don't have his number, so
Oh, I don't either.
I think I do. If you want me to send it to you.
sure.
also update. Nicholas said he can try.
Boy, thanks. Nicholas.
Try. He got you and Coleman.
Nobody wants Mutt doing a game.
Maybe you'll call me.
Try.
Would Mutton Meter be, but not to get you out of this, but
I don't want to do it.
that's what I mean. Would Mutton Meter be better? That's a fun booth.
I think Mutt Nicholas would be good.
I do like that more
Yeah.
probably.
His phone's still working. That's good. Pays the bill.
With all the money he's
He's flush. $500?
I couldn't turn to a loved one and be like, "Hey, I need money to go out this weekend." Never mind a stranger. That's gonna talk about me on the internet.
Can you front me for a bachelor party?
Well, he did say that he just needed it for the weekend and he was going to pay Visionless Dave back right away.
But he did not.
Still.
That's strange. Even if he
Whatever it
did,
was,
that's
within a few
strange.
days, I'm like, you know what, Daver, no problem. I want you to have fun at this bachelor party. Send him the money. Nothing. Week goes by. Nothing.
I feel like such a
am
loser
intent-
too, asking like visual. Nothing is visual or anybody for. Hey, can you front me for a bat? He's a grown man.
Credit. I gotta now. I'll reverse and give credit to Visionless Dave here because I'd be mocking the show. I'd be on Twitter immediately. This guy just asked me for $500 to go to a
Is
bachelor
that
party.
kind of what he's doing right now, though?
I think
Well, he waited a few weeks.
That's true. I'll give you.
I think Visionless Dave likes to do this because then he has not necessarily power, but he has like this looming over
Sure.
people.
He has his marionettes that he plays
like
with.
lending people money.
Yes.
I can see that.
There's
Justin.
a lot of
All
that
right.
going on.
I think he does it out of the goodness of his
Not
heart, but
asking him for this money because I wanted to see how long he would go. It must have taken me 2 months to get this money back.
Oof.
And in the meantime, he's posting, "Oh, I'm hitting bets. I'm doing this."
see that would
You know,
bother me.
later on, this
That
wasn't
would-
at the same
Yeah.
time. but
Yeah.
later
See, he's
on,
going
it
to the
was
he's
on
going to
Kirk.
the internet out of desperation. Like I've tried everything with this fucking guy. I can't get my money back.
Right, and then you see a bet for whatever $80 that missed. That would piss me off.
Yeah, I mean, I like Dave. Right? It's just this is a real problem.
It's obvious he never placed that bet.
Boy, nothing gets past you. Nothing.
I'm starting to think he's not even going to pay Dave back.
Wait a minute. I think you might have gambling issues.
Gus in the chat right now. David did a scumbag thing. Color me shocked.
Wow.
Wow.
I would not call Dave a scumbag.
Yeah.
Would you?
No.
It's a
I was asking
scumbag
Justin
move.
Coleman. I was looking at Justin Coleman.
It's hard to tell
Coleman,
sometimes.
what is wrong with you?
It's hard to tell sometimes.
Your ego is gone crazy.
No, it's just hard to tell sometimes.
I think he always. I think Dave have his intention of paying these people back. I don't think he's trying to screw them over.
Nor do I.
He seems like a nice guy. I don't know him, though.
I feel like
the problem.
I feel like that tip was just a waste of my time.
Who you were funding.
Yeah, I feel like I should just give it to Visuals Dave. Yeah, right. I should just send it to him.
Imagine how much, because his partner is that Danny and Bill Ricca guy, right?
Yes.
Imagine how much he takes advantage of that cuckold.
No, he has jury duty, I believe.
Oh, God. He is born to be a boring jury foreman. Oh, God. I always thought that would be a good job for DEC, too.
But a nice guy like that, imagine what David could fleece him for, you know?
Oh, my God. Yeah. You better be careful. He's going to lose his house. Jeez, I'm worried when I was in here.
We have a call coming in from the commissioner.
Oh, okay. I'll tell you this. I was going to say this. I told Jeff T. Lou about this. He gasped.
Oh, no.
Yes.
Oh, no.
I gasped at that.
I'll say so about Mike. He's the only one who tried to offer a defense for Visual. For Dave.
I tried. It was weak, but I
I
tried.
don't even know. Like, there is no defense, right?
Not after hearing the end of that, no.
Has he ever
defense
asked you for money, Mick?
No.
Okay, yeah. What were you going to say?
I think the defense is if things are worse than we know. I think that's the only defense.
No, I like Daver. Like, I don't want Daver to be, like, you know, and I do think Visualist Dave likes him, but, like, he could have also not told that story.
He likes this better.
But he's supposed to tell the story.
The defense is him crying, saying, "I have a problem." Like,
Right, yeah, if he's got like a
it
real
sounds-
serious...
It sounds like he probably has a gambling addiction.
Well, I just feel like, I don't know. Again, I mean, I gave a bigger tip than Jeff did, but still, like, it was a legitimate tip. I don't know. Hello, Jeff.
Hey, sorry, I got a busy morning. I can't listen, but I'm kind of strapped for cash. Can we get that tip back from that Italian restaurant in Foxborough?
I mean,
I don't know. Do they do that? Do they allow that? I don't know.
who knew? Like, I don't know. If one of your friends, well, I guess the answer would be yes, though. If, like, one of my good friends, although they're not good friends, I don't think. Are they?
That was my original
Did
premise.
they grow up together? Because they're saying they're similar friends.
He said they
I
had
don't
a
think so.
mutual friend. I don't know if they grew up together, but...
Like, if like one of my best friends, like, hey, I need $500, I guess I'd give it to him. I'd be a little worried.
Maybe in like college though, I feel like it's
If it
different
was
when
for
you're older.
gambling, you'd probably
This
tell
is
him,
either the
"Fuck off."
wildest story, or it's like the plot of one of those like Paul Rudd comedies. It's like I Love You, Man. Like he's secretly just doing this for like a really nice fun to get somebody something.
Dave's probably a millionaire.
There's gonna be a VD billboard. And
I want to know how many. I want to know the exact total of Minifans who Montante and Daver have fucking tried to take money from. Like
it's
he's like
incalculable.
50?
Someone said Montante borrowed $20,000 the other day. I don't know how true that was.
What?
I had no idea how true that was.
There's no way.
you hear that,
Who would
Justin?
do that?
He said he was.
Who the fuck would give him? I wouldn't give him $20. I haven't given him $20.
He said it was a bookie, and he had to pay like $200 a week for like.
But I was here.
Yes,
Yeah. Okay. So there's
it was not. No one borrowed it. It was a bookie that he.
I didn't
owed.
buy that story though because they were giving there was no points or anything. It was $200 a
No
week.
vig?
Yeah, that seems like bullshit to me. Like, here's $20,000. I don't want to make any money off it. That seems very strange.
Well, the money would be from the gambling.
Well, I know, but okay. But anyway, what were you gonna say, Jeff?
No, that was it. I just wanted to make sure I didn't have anything else to say.
All right, see you later.
I'm cheap. Yep.
There you go, Commissioner.
You asked this when Ralph from the Howard Stern Show died, who the Ralph was, and I don't think it was Jeff at that time, but he's certainly becoming.
I know he's become the Ralph of the show.
Yeah.
It's true. It is true.
I've been listening to old Stern lately.
Yeah,
I'm kind of addicted to it right now. I'm not gonna lie.
it's a good show.
Can I ask you, who do you think was the better number two, Artie or Jackie?
Jackie for me.
Really?
So I've never thought that's a fair. I think it's Artie by a mile, only because Jackie was never like a number two, really.
I liked the show better when Jackie was on it.
Sure.
It became
But
too much Artie.
Jackie didn't have the same
No.
role as Artie. Like Artie was a genuine sidekick,
Co-host
whereas
almost,
Jackie
yeah.
was in the back. I think he was in the same room,
I
but
think it became too much Artie for me
yeah.
as it rolled on, especially when he was all fucked up.
Yeah.
Like it dominated the show at the end where he was like sleeping.
So I never listened in that way where I can choose whatever clips I
Right.
want to watch. So I
Right.
don't know that, you know.
I don't even listen to the old clips anymore because I hate Stern so much. So it's ruined the show for me.
Yeah. There is a lot of old Stern stuff where it's like maybe he invented it so it wasn't thought of as cheesy at the time, but they'll spout out lines where I'm like, this is like corny now. Like it comes
sure.
it comes off much different.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I mean, it's so long ago though.
Yeah.
No, that's true. Yeah. Let me see this here. I don't think David from Hall's handling this very well.
Oh no.
Doesn't
Is he messaging?
Yeah, he's not happy.
Oh, was he
It
saying?
seems, not to me, but yeah, I'm hearing it's not good. Not good. Anyway, well, I hope he's all right, but you know, I'm concerned. I like Dave. He's part of the show. He's been on the show a couple of times. A good guy. So you know, I've noticed the past few weeks that their show's not been on the network.
They're taking another week off.
Another week.
Well, makes you wonder, doesn't it?
Oh, wow.
Makes you wonder.
Uh-oh.
The end of a friendship.
Oh, you think that's what it's over? Money. That's always happens.
Yeah.
It ruins families. It ruins relationships. It wouldn't surprise me at all.
Yeah.
Wouldn't surprise me at all. So yeah. What else?
I finally saw the We Are the World doc. Awesome. Absolutely awesome. But I saw Dave tweeting about this, the Dan Aykroyd part of it all.
Yes.
So was that because of Blues Brothers at the time?
That's what I've heard as well.
Kind of.
Okay.
Yeah, Aykroyd says that. And then he went in, he and his brother, I think, or partner were interviewing managers. And one of the guys was like, hey, we're doing this We Are the World thing. You want to be part of it? And like he walked over and did it.
Was Jim Belushi there too?
No.
Okay, 'cause
No.
that would be.
Well, Jim Belushi was
travesty.
not a blues brother at that point.
Oh no, but you said him and his brother were.
No, Aykroyd.
I'm sorry.
No, John Belushi was dead.
Yeah.
Yeah. Belushi was dead at that point. So yeah, it was always, as a kid, I found it, when the video played, I found it mystifying. Because I didn't really know the Blues Brothers when I was a little kid.
No.
I knew Ghostbusters. I was like, why is Dan Aykroyd?
I guess
It
they
made no
did
sense.
sell a ton of albums, right? Like
Oh, 3
people
million
like
albums.
those songs. Yeah.
Yeah, I hate
So
I'm not a Blues Brothers fan. I'll tell you, I'm not a big Belushi fan.
you don't like Animal House either.
I love Animal House.
Okay.
I don't really love Belushi that much in it.
Really?
He's okay. I like the Dean Wormer way more.
Sure.
I kind of like the. He's fine. He's funny in it.
I don't know if I've ever heard that take, liking Animal House but not liking Belushi.
I like Belushi in it, but he's not like everybody else. I don't like the Blues Brothers that much. I didn't like him on SNL that much.
I never understood like the
I just thought Farley was funnier.
the samurai or any
Yeah,
of that.
I-
Like I don't get, looking back, I don't get why that's funny.
I guess it was so new
Yeah.
compared to everything else. I mean, I'd like there to be somewhere we could talk about this for an hour, but that
We already
platform,
did a Belushi
That
episode.
platform, that platform doesn't exist. So. But that was the We Are World documentary is excellent for sure. What do you got, Mick?
I
You
saw
got notes, Mick? Huh?
Yeah, I started the KMScenes last night. Just check that out, or 2 nights ago.
I didn't check it out, Mick. No,
I was a little.
I like to watch myself.
I noticed that you're the higher ups of the company were somewhat of a fan of mine. Is what
One
it sounded
of my co-hosts.
Yeah, I was surprised by it. I was-
mentioned-
Oh, he said it on the show.
Well, if you listen to the show, Mick, I said
Well,
it on the show.
I understand that, but I was.
So why were you surprised? Then I said it on the show.
I was surprised by your reaction. I was hoping for a little more of endorsement. You know?
What did I say?
And you said, "Yeah, I think you said he's crazy. He's fucking crazy."
That's an endorsement for fucking Barstool.
To Dave Portnoy, that's an endorsement.
What do you want me to say? Oh, you know what? He's a really solid, boring guy.
I was just trying to. I thought we were pals.
Okay, we're not pals. Give me your dream scenario. So Dave says that. Do you have the cut or no?
Yes.
All right, let me hear the cut.
He talks. The other guy's kind of zero, but
Who's that?
discuss.
Huh?
But,
Hank?
he's Justin's. No, they're both good. They're doing.
Oh,
good.
you okay?
Who
You are.
was the guy that?
Jason,
He'll talk back. He's ready. No, I was just asking if he talked.
Oh, I talk.
Yeah, all right, speaks. Well, who was the guy the other day I watched the clip? Who he said he only wanted to be there if he knew he had a job and he would. Mick, he's crazy. He's fucking crazy.
Is he still part of the show?
Well, no, but he's like.
He's on today.
He just kind of comes in and hangs out. Yeah, he stormed. He was filming in one day, right?
Yeah, so there you go. So give me your dream scenario. So Dave says that to me.
I would have liked. He's crazy. He's fucking crazy.
Keep in mind, no matter what I say, Dave's not gonna be like, oh, let's hire this guy.
See, I disagree with that.
He's crazy. He's fucking crazy. Pause. But he's a son to me.
You know what? Eventually, he's gonna replace me. Do you think maybe you should be doing the show with Whitney and Dave?
Yes,
I do too.
Yeah, deep down, I
like
do believe that.
What would you like me to say?
I would have liked, I don't care if you call me crazy. I would just like but he works hard, or he means well. I think that he might think I'm legitimately fucking crazy.
He means well. Let's hire him.
No, I don't even mean I think there's people that think I'm legitimately like fucking crazy.
Mean well with what? Like Mick bait?
Yeah, just
That
work
doesn't mean
ethic.
you're all right. That's well meaning. What are you talking about?
But like Mick, think of like Rico Bosco or Jerry. Does anyone say like, but
Mick,
they
that's
mean?
a-
It's kind of implied.
That's a win for you right there.
I guess
only
so.
you could turn this into something bad.
Total win.
I guess so.
You are crazy. That's my point. But well-meaning and a nice guy.
I see. I
No,
think
what is it? You want me to say what? You're well-meaning and what?
Yeah, he means well.
Oh, he works hard.
Yeah, he works hard. He means well.
He works hard and he means well.
Yeah, I would have liked that as well as fucking crazy.
I'll tell Dave that next
Thank
time.
you.
That was one side of Mick. You haven't seen what I've seen.
That's right, Justin.
He works hard.
Should Mick follow up with this? Should he message Portnoy?
I'm sure he already has.
I haven't. I figured I wouldn't do that until I asked you. I don't know. I figured that would be the wrong move.
You're thinking about doing that? What is he going to say?
I don't know. I don't
He's not going to remember that even.
I don't even know what I would say. I would just make sure that I would ask you first.
What he should say is like, Dave, just so you know, I'm not crazy.
I'm
not
always
crazy.
helps. Always helps. You're welcome to do it. What is your game plan?
I would, I guess, as far as like a pitch to work there, I would say I can work behind the scenes. I'd work behind the scenes, behind a camera, edit, whatever you want before.
Everybody's got their fucking hand out.
Now that Justin doesn't need a job there.
That's right. Yeah, I'll take Justin's job. It's perfect.
Yes. Okay, so you're going to message him.
I haven't yet, but
you're welcome to.
Yeah, I potentially will. And it wouldn't be like a...
He's not going to hire you.
Maybe not, but...
Not after the review you gave me.
I mean, go for it. Good luck. If he hires you, fantastic.
Yeah, I guess so, right? I mean, I don't think it could lose anything.
No, it could not lose anything.
The thing is, I don't think Portnoy hires like producers.
No, he does not. No, that's...
So would you want to be like content?
Would you...
Go ahead.
Would you travel around with him too? Because when he hires,
you could be
those
the new
people,
Austin.
He needs.
That's true.
I'm not trying to be Dave's guy. I mean, just work at the company anywhere, at any role.
Like other than not here.
I would like to work here.
So if it's not here. You would go to New York.
New York, Chicago, wherever.
Okay. Well, hey, we
Never
never
get
know.
away from his girlfriend. Right?
That's right. Yeah, seriously.
Ohio State and Mick versus New York.
It's true. What's that, Justin?
Would you go and like move in with Ohio State and just kind of like start your own thing in Ohio?
I'd probably get my own apartment, but yeah, no. If asked, yes, I would.
Welcome, Mick, to Ohio State.
Only Mick could take a perfectly benign conversation with me and Dave and make it like a thing.
Like you just skewered him.
I didn't
It's
say that.
it's as if you were like, we're not talking about him.
If you watch just that clip, if Dave just watched that clip of you, which I assume it's the only thing he's ever seen of you,
I would imagine.
do you think he thinks you're crazy?
Yes. And that's kind of my point. I guess that was my point. Like I was
that you're crazy.
Yes, but
Okay,
like,
well that's what I said.
all right, fair. But like I'm just
Why are
trying
we doing
to,
this again? Go ahead. What?
I'm just trying to get the point across that like I might be crazy, but I also could maybe be valuable.
Does he follow you on Twitter?
No.
Oh, that's bad, Mike.
Yeah, no.
You can't work for him. He doesn't follow you on Twitter.
I'll message him.
Let him know.
I'll tell him what a thrill
Does he
it's
follow
been.
you on Twitter, Mike?
I assume so. Yeah.
Dave does? Oh, okay, good. All right. What else? Jesus, Mick.
Speaking of Mick, though, there was this kid, James Spencer III. He posed as an underage boy online, lured a sex offender to the hookup spot, and then killed him.
Don't do that, Mick.
I won't kill him. No, we'll just embarrass him.
1 minute ago, Andrew Gus on Twitter. Just remember, Beyond Average Mick has said he only wants to work for Kirk Min Show, not Barstool Sports.
That's right. Preferably here.
That's not what I hear.
So you're lying.
What do you mean I'm lying? We've gone over this 100 times.
Andrew Augustus, please say nice things only about Beyond Average Mick going forward. We don't want to hurt his chances.
Oh God,
He's a different guy.
He's feeling it lately.
It's true. Even when he's in here, he's not even the same as he is there.
He's Gus the Bully. That's his new role.
Huh. Interesting.
Drew Augustus or whatever.
Yes. Huh. So this Barstool, no news on him, right? That's gone quiet over the weekend. The Barstool State, with Ohio State.
he made some
He
video.
did like the face reveal at the end.
Yeah.
That was it. Seemed like starting March 11th or something.
Oh, good.
He's going to be in New York.
Oh, he's going to New York?
It made it seem like he was going to go there. I don't know if he's going to be working from there,
I'll
but
be
like
excited
day
on
one.
March 11th. I can't wait.
Yeah, we have to wait a month and a half for him to be like, Kelly, watch out.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
That was a very, and I thought you were almost like light on Kelly in that video, only because I thought that was like a baby's way of handling. Like he better, it's what Stuttering John has done to trolls, where it's like walk away. If he sees me, you better walk the other way.
She is. It's just who she is. Like she's not built for it.
But it's like a fake tough guy act. Like
I thought
what if he doesn't walk the other way?
I thought it was more the opposite. Like if she's gonna quit or something.
Oh, I took it
Sounded
as
like-
you better not.
Oh,
come
I
to New York.
I took it the exact opposite.
Oh, okay.
Why did you have a different take, Justin?
No, I took it as in like, well, it's like I'll leave. Like I
Right.
feel like she.
Oh, I thought it was like it's gonna be trouble for you if you come.
Hey, you might be
She
right.
was saying like she'll punch him in the face outside.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
And we'll take this outside.
that didn't come off
basically.
well. That was weird.
Right.
That'd be interesting. I mean, I guess she can do that. But like that New York office is so like incestual now. They're all like It's them against the world, right? Like
Frank was easily the most coherent one in that video.
Yeah, no kidding.
He made the most salient points.
Like I like Clemmer, but Clemmer has that thing where he gets into this group and he becomes kind of a pussy, where he's sort of, you know what I mean? He's kind of like,
I don't know. He's kind of becoming like an alpha there.
but he's like super defensive of them.
Yeah,
where
he
it's like
speaks for them.
Where again, we always say this: if it was 2 years ago and he was sitting where you're sitting, and we played that Kelly Keegs song, he'd be killing it.
Sure.
But now he's like, oh, she's great, and like she's so talented, and Francis, everyone, it's just that fucking.
Yeah.
It's like a cult, and they call us cult. They're a fucking cult.
Yeah, I look at Clemmer and like respect the idea that he is part of it now, whereas I would have just faded into the like whatever you guys want to do. Whatever, you know.
Did you see they did a content draft in New York to like make a video?
A couple people have told me, alerted me to that before it happened. Yeah, yes.
What the listing of them is: Team 1 is Joey Camasta.
Which team is Brandon Chicken Fry on?
None.
How about Fran and Rhea? They're big stars.
None.
Kevin Clancy?
None.
Feidelberg?
None.
Interesting. Okay.
So he was on one.
All the big New York stars are under the leadership participating in this event, right?
Seems to be.
So what is this? They're drafting.
They're doing a content draft.
So basically, I think once a month
they do a video. They pick names, so it's like me, you, and Mick have to do a video.
Okay.
And Coleman, Justin,
It's a school project.
Yes, have to do a video.
Just once
Gus.
a month?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. To what end, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't quite
This will
understand.
certainly happen too.
By like the 6th month? Definitely.
I mean, by like the 2nd month.
Yeah, definitely. Who's doing it? Let me hear these teams. Let me hear these dream teams. I feel like I remember when they announced the first dream team. I remember being at home. It was a different world back then. Like you kind of knew Larry Bird was gonna be on the team, but you weren't sure.
Yeah.
And like it was news when it came on NBC, their special. And I was like, is Isaiah gonna be on the team? Dominique Wilkins, Kevin McHale, Dennis Rodman? No. Joe Dumars? No. This has to be what people feel like when they're gonna hear this in a moment.
Sure.
Which team will Marty Mush be on? I'm a Marty Mush guy.
he was a captain.
Well, it's a real redemption story when you think of where he was. The idea that anyone's drafting him for anything
point.
now.
Well, that's why he's a captain, I think. I still think it's...
They're begrudgingly on his team.
Yeah, he has to shout from across the office. It gives it away, which is disappointing.
Ken Jack.
Exactly. No, I want you to react that way. That's fun. That's funny. A pause is funny. That's funny. Let me hear these teams.
So Team Joey Camasta, first pick overall with Tommy Smokes.
Sure.
And then he got Clemmer, Large, Francis, and Pat.
I mean, what a team. What a team.
That's not bad. They could come up with something good there.
Sure. Let me just say also, like, when they're doing this, if it's kind of funny or just sort of funny, it's a loss. Like, it either has to be really funny or really bad for it to get any reaction at all. And to be honest, really funny is not going to get the kind of reaction that really bad will.
It might expose people in a way they don't want. Because just Mick saying, like, hey, those people should be able to come up with a funny video. Any 5 people at Barstool should be able to come up with a funny video. Right,
exactly. Sure. Yeah, I have a month.
Like, that's why they have a job there.
Right. I guess, yeah. But also, when you say, hey, here's this funny video, when you watch it, like, your expectations are different.
Right. So
I don't know. All right, let me hear. How many teams are there?
There are 4.
4 teams. Okay. Team 2, the captain is
Kelly Keegs.
Okay.
Her first pick, Rico Bosco.
Okay.
And then Robbie Fox, Frank the Tank, Lil Sasquatch. And then it says Gria with a crossed out R for Gia.
Okay.
So fine
The
attention.
bits are flowing already.
And then there's Team Nate, his first pick off the board, Caroline. Roan, Grace O'Malley, Vibs, and then John Rich and Smitty.
I mean, they should all do funny videos. Like, how hard is this? I don't know. All right, 4th team captain.
Mush.
Is it insult to Smitty that he has to share time with John Rich, apparently?
That's
been there forever.
That's about right for him.
I think they were like, yeah, like Smitty's just not going to be here. So
That's true. He's never there.
Oh, okay.
4th pick, fourth team.
Marty Mush with Glenny Balls, Dana Beers, Hubs, Jack Mack, and then Big Ev Ken Jack on the bottom.
Wow. I think Kami. I think Big Ev. Jeez, what a win. That's gonna be great. It's gonna be fantastic.
You know,
why didn't like Kevin do it?
I was thinking that.
He put
like,
together. He's the captain of the.
He's the
whole
commissioner,
thing.
maybe.
Yeah,
And he was talking about it during the stool scenes.
Yeah, looked like he was dying. But yeah,
Maybe he doesn't want, like, it's just cool to watch his guys grow.
that's true.
You know?
Yeah, Lauren Michaels not in a lot.
Right. Exactly. That's exactly
true.
right.
That's
Yeah.
true. What are you gonna say, Justin?
you know who's really going to like the New York City content draft? The people who are in the New York City content draft.
Oh.
Like, after it's done, they're gonna be like, guys, this was
What else can we
this
do?
was an awesome idea. Oh my god! Shout out to remember when
Led by Clemmer, by the way. He's born to promote stuff like that. It'll be kind of. There's like Rowan's a funny guy, a little sad. Like there are funny people there.
Yeah.
It's like it'll be kind of funny. And then what? Aren't they already doing that? Isn't Feidelberg already doing that?
That's what I thought. Like, isn't this just
They have
like
a
out of
show.
order?
Yeah,
Like a
that's
bit,
what the whole
like,
show
right.
was.
Right. Isn't that what it is? Those are pretty funny. I've seen a couple of those. Those are funny. Feidelberg's a funny guy. Like, I don't know.
I just got to know the parameters to the video, I guess. Like, how long is it supposed to be? Like,
I don't know. It's just
I hate
like a
to tell
video.
Kevin how to do his job. Wouldn't it be funnier if you put together like people who would have like Frank and somebody random and have them do a video together?
right.
Sure.
Like just picking five. I don't know. It'd be funnier that way.
Well, what's the goal? Is it like who
What's
goes,
I'm saying?
who goes viral or
Pretty-
what's
I
the-
think so. Like, who
help
makes
them-
the video that garners the most views?
to help them do their jobs. It would be like if Portnoy was like, "Hey, Kirk, if like you just took 3 weeks off," and he's like, "Kirk, we're gonna do a podcast draft where you're gonna start podcasting."
Right. I guess.
Like,
I don't
okay,
know.
shouldn't you be doing that?
I don't get it. Yeah, that New York guy, I don't know. He got me. It feels like it's a mess, but who knows? But yeah, that's going to be, I won't say dreadful. It'll be like moderately amusing, I think. One video will probably be pretty funny, and then one will be bad, and the rest will be just okay.
Oh, I hope it's the Barstool Idol videos all over again.
I don't remember those.
Remember?
I remember Clemmer's, obviously.
Yeah. That's the one that came to mind.
Yeah.
What did he do? What was his video? I forget.
They rapped.
I've seen Shawshank Redemption 32 times.
I preferred the parody of that actually.
Yes, that's right. That's right. That's right. What else you got, Mick?
I'm still down on Cullen, by the way.
Oh, good. Thank you. I was
Reached out to
concerned
him
about the
again.
information.
No text from him about the hospital or anything like that. And
Really?
Yeah, I'm down. I'm unhappy with Dave. Very unhappy. And he talked about potentially me producing a show of his and this, that, and the other. And
A show of his?
yeah, he said,
What show?
If Dave were to ever move on, he said, would you ever want to produce? And I said, sure. So I thought we were on good terms, but I don't know. I can't get a hold of him. Hopefully he hears this and will reach out to me.
I'm sure he will. So
I'd hope so.
Interesting. What were you going to produce? What show?
I don't know.
Like a real estate
His
show?
real estate stuff or a Dave show?
Anything, anything, literally anything. We were my point in saying that was we were on good terms. It wasn't like we were.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, so there's that. But
Well, Cullen's an oddball.
Yeah,
I mean, to be fair.
and he was in Disney. I'll give him a pass there. But
Well, he's been back for a few weeks.
it's true. That's true.
I enjoyed the tweet you retweeted of Cullen, the Globe or the.
Oh,
person
I want to play
talking
that.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
right.
But
Yeah, yeah.
I liked Cullen like good copying the guy, like pleading to him, like
Adam.
you're a good guy.
Well, you're a good journalist.
You're a reasonable man here. Adam.
Jesus God. Show is sponsored by BetterHelp. A common misconception about relationships that have to be easy to be right. Mick knows this. The relationship is not easy. Right?
Not good right now.
What's new?
No, everything's okay.
Everything's okay. What are you laughing at?
Just not good. Everything's fine.
Yeah,
Sounds
it's
everything-
great.
Everything sounds great.
She was over.
Are you going to move in together?
Eventually, yeah.
Well, we
we're
know
going
that,
to.
but this is what she wants, right?
Yeah, I think before the end of this, before the conclusion of this summer, we'll be living together.
I thought you were going to say show.
Before the
Summer.
conclusion
Yeah,
of
like
this
before
summer.
August. Before August.
Why do you set that as a
Because
date?
finding like a place in the summertime in the Cape's tough,
tough,
because a lot of
yeah.
people rent. So I
You
think
can do it now. It's much easier.
I know. I know, but I'm kind of.
Does it have to
I'm
be?
saving some money right now.
For a ring?
Good situation. No, where I'm living.
Oh, how much do you pay per month?
A lot. I mean, Christian gives me a great deal, and it'd be a lot less. I mean, a lot more anywhere else.
How much do you kick to Daver?
But 20%.
Good. That's only fair. Huh. She's okay with that. It feels to me that you're clearly just
There's-
kind of,
We're floating.
leading
right
her
now.
along.
No. She's leading the charge, and she's like, we're gonna get through this no matter what, and we are gonna live together. We are gonna, she was on the fence about things, thinking that
Imagine
we
that
weren't
being
gonna
your dream, like.
Yeah, I
One day
asked her every day.
I'm going to share a home with Mick.
I asked her every
everything
day,
goes right.
What do you want from me?
But it seems like Mick will marry her eventually. She's just trying to rush it.
Yes.
Well, if some of that Barstool clout starts kicking in
Yeah,
for
that's
him,
true.
then it's,
That's right.
Oh,
That'll be
have you
tough.
mentioned the Portnoy thing to her at all or no?
Yes. Yep.
It's like a viable thing?
No. Just the clip. She
That's
saw the
why
clip
she
last
needs
night. That's all.
to lock him down.
How many times have you watched that clip?
Oh, on repeat.
Yeah.
Just
I believe it. I understand that.
Studying the facial. Does Dave look excited?
zooming in.
BetterHelp.com/Kirk10 today. 10% off your first month. KIRK. Give therapy a try with BetterHelp entirely online. Fill out a questionnaire. You get matched with your therapist right away, by the way. You can, if you go right now to BetterHelp and fill this all out, you can meet with a therapist this afternoon or tomorrow who are matched up in the things that you want, whether it's male, female, older, younger, whatever you want. They are specifically for a relationship or for your childhood trauma or whatever. They will be there for you. BetterHelp.com/Kirk10. You get 10% off your first month right now. Become your own soulmate. It says here, read verbatim. I'll do it. whether you're looking for one or not. BetterHelp.com/Kirk10. BetterHelp.com/Kirk10 today. 10% off your first month. What else? What's your next note, Mick?
I had the clip from Erica Nardini. She did her first interview.
She did?
Yeah, I was talking to these guys about it. They have the sound if they wanted to play it. It was
sure.
It was basically her
Taking
talking
over,
about
Mike. Her these guys, yeah.
like her reputation post Barstool and how it'd be viewed. The questions there too.
This is Erica Ayers on what podcast is this?
Fortune magazine is the
I love
interviewer.
That one. Yeah, great.
You have someone.
Imagine she's on
Dave
Mayo's
Portnoy.
podcast. She probably could be.
It's perfect casting.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I love the Mayo. There are rumors, heavy rumors, that Menners is producing that podcast.
Oh, I thought Dave straight out said it.
That's an enormous knock on the network and Menners and his home run call.
In the fact that it took so long to come out. I feel like
I think it's in a car.
Let me hear that whole call again. I like that call. It's just like him bouncing around in the announcer's booth. Did you see his tweet this morning?
What do you say?
He's like, I'm so proud of what we've done to the network. He's like, I'm a fan of Kirk. And then the first comment's Greg Poler's like, is this suicide? No.
Oh, by the way, I didn't know. I heard you comment the other day. They asked me before I heard you mention it if I would be a talking head in that video, but it seemed like you were down on the idea.
Which video?
The film they're making.
The documentary?
Some documentary.
What are we talking about? I'm sorry. What are we talking
Menners
about?
is
Menners and Mongo are making some documentary.
No, that's fine, Mike. You can certainly do that.
All right.
Don't worry about it. Don't live like that. What's that?
I love the content on the network. It's not just because I am the CEO. Back during its first iteration, I felt the same. I love the community at Kirkman has built and all the Minifans that are part of it. It's very special.
And I saw Greg Poler's going to be on
Mount Kirkmore tomorrow
Mount
night.
Kirkmore. Greg Poler's going to be on Mount Kirkmore tomorrow night. And Amy Poehler got $30 million from Inside Out too. just to give you an idea. Oh, that joke landed like I thought it would when I thought of it last night in the shower. I'm not gonna lie. Greg Poehler's more to the network than the show. I never hear from him.
When's he going to be back on here?
He's not. Well, he lives in Sweden.
No, I know that, but doesn't he usually come around like once or twice a year?
Well, no, that was because
His
his
kid's
son
not
was,
here anymore.
Yeah.
He's played. That's right.
Yeah. I imagine if it's his parents or something. I guess maybe at some point.
Someone needs to die.
Really playing on the tennis court, so they'll be safe there. But I think the lawn bowl green's empty, so I think if you're around Manly Oval, there could be balls disappearing. Here he is, Nair into Lenton, down the track, and that's 6. That's straight over the top onto Sydney Road, and it hit a car. I think it's hit a car. What a way to bring up your 50. Lenton's 54. Kookaburra's disappearing into the traffic, and it's come back.
I like that he's so much louder than the audience.
I wonder if
too.
there'll be an insurance claim tomorrow morning.
I like that. I wonder if he's like Al Michaels over there. You know?
The audience is almost kind of like half paying attention to it. They're like, yeah, all right, that's nice. He's going fucking nuts. It's a good call.
That was a great call.
Yeah,
Good Waters call right there. All right, what were we talking about?
The
GBH.
Oh, well, what inspired that Menners tweet? Just nothing? Just
hell do
this morning,
I know?
He woke up this morning and was like, God,
Yeah, but
I love my life.
It was probably like,
usually he's facing some kind of heat, right?
Right.
Well,
Yeah, that's what I thought.
This weekend, Red came out and said that apparently Menners behind the scenes has been pushing for fake fights on the network to get more.
Is this true? Do we have proof of this?
Potential manufactured beef.
Do we
is
have
what
proof
it
of this,
sounded like.
Mick, or no?
There was a text message in the tweet that I saw that Red. I think,
That's
tweeted
not.
out.
Oh, boy.
That's not good.
Or a screenshot of something.
Red said, #sources say manufactured drama and poor content decisions continue from our wilding CEO. Hate to see it. And there was a text message that said, Menners was just a know-it-all guy that thought it was his job to give, quote, professional guidance and insights to help, quote, improve shows. He pushed for us to have fake fights on the show. His whole thing was that people reacted to the tension, so we should make up and manufacture drama and fighting between us.
Wow.
This from the guy who claims he doesn't do bits or fake shit.
That's bad. True, it's bad.
He had Steve from Gloucester on and kind of no-sold it. That wasn't like a fake over-the-top thing.
That's where I think maybe that tweet comes from. It's like, me and Steve can butt heads like that, but he's still coming back on the network and with Gus no less.
But yeah, I felt like this Cullen story last week was almost undersold. I find it to be absolutely crazy.
Oh, yeah.
I'm still thinking about it. This guy, Adam Riley, who you used to battle with on the old days of the EI. This, to me, is... Did you listen to this whole clip, Mike, or no?
Yeah.
This is insane what he says at the end. You have the entire clip, Justin?
But Adam Riley's a good man. Let's not forget.
It's almost like... It's almost like... it's almost like me, like Larry Bird as a kid. Like, if he did something. Dave was devastated by his hero.
Adam, how could you?
Is this the same Adam Riley? It's a parody account? Go ahead.
And I found myself thinking, those of us in the media, when we cover a story like this, we are accustomed to individuals opening up access to an incredibly sensitive and fraught and difficult period in their lives. It's an ask that we tend to make.
So to be clear, like when we would fight with Adam Riley in the old days, sometimes actually take our side. Like he was kind of down he occasionally would throw a curveball.
Okay.
Again, Cullen, we said the story a bunch last week. Cullen inserted himself and signed the papers for a woman to die. He assisted the suicide, but that's a fact, of a subject of one of his stories, which is about, and the Globe has a policy where they're not supposed to get involved in the story. Well, he kind of got involved in the story. He helped kill a woman. Who was in the story.
No assisted suicide. Kevin, we've made this very clear.
Kevin, really, please stop. Which led, of course, now to, this guy tomorrow who's going to be in studio. And Gus is willing now to kill himself.
Yeah.
And now Gus is in for the cross-country trip, right?
Seems it, yeah.
Okay, good. He's more into it than Mike, that's for sure.
You pretty succinctly narrowed down my feelings on it.
What's
the other
that?
day. You said I could tell Mike is not excited about this, but he'll do it.
Correct.
Yeah.
It's the Mike Geary story.
Yeah.
That's pretty much.
Yeah.
It's the story behind the Cheers podcast. So here's the rest of Adam Riley on this.
Members of the public. And as a rule, our coverage is something that we give them in return, but we don't give them much back. We get access at a time when people are very vulnerable. I found myself thinking, is it really that big a deal that Kevin Cullen chose to attest
All right, pause
to the
it.
sound?
Now pause it. It gets crazier, by the way. The sound at the end, I think, is crazy. This is a guy who's a media watchdog. He claims to be. And he's like, is it that crazy that a guy who was writing about a woman killing herself, decided that it was one of the two people that signed a piece of paper that said she could kill herself?
Well, he even sets it up by saying, we never give back.
Well, first of all, it's huge coverage in the Globe. I mean, it's not Cullen's job. It's not the journalist's job to give back.
Right.
They're there to cover the story. That's his job.
It's actually against their job
She was
to involve themselves.
Yeah, I'm very sad that she was sick, and she seemed like a good woman, and she died, and I'm glad that she got that avenue that she wanted to have. I'm fine with that. But she was also an activist. So, the Globe gave an activist a platform for their agenda. The Globe agrees with their agenda. I happen on this one to agree with the Globe's agenda as well, or their belief on this one. I think you should have assisted suicide should be legal. I think it should be encouraged. Honestly, there should be more of it.
Encouraged.
Sure. Yes. Yes.
Why don't you just go home and kill yourself?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I've said that many times. So go ahead.
Mental state of a woman who had taken him and his photographer into her life with this depth and with this level of richness. Is there any case to be made for this as a sort of the returning of a favor?
Oh my God. It's just nuts.
Jesus
One
Christ.
hand washes the other.
It's crazy. And thank God for Cullen, I wouldn't have seen it. This is just wild to me. So, of course, he gets was he a GBH? Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, taxpayer guy. So it's just a wild take, and yeah, I don't know.
There was
I scratch your back, you kill me.
Yeah. Right. What's that?
There was another clip that Cullen quote tweeted that with, where one of his panelists kind of pushed back on him a little bit.
Oh.
Should there be some sort of sanctioning, do you think, of Kevin Cullen for the way this played out and the step that he took?
I mean, that's up to
this woman.
That's up to the
What's that?
newsroom. We don't know that there hasn't been, right? We haven't heard of anything publicly, but we don't know that there hasn't been. And I really think that is between him and Nancy Barnes, the editor.
Oh, lunatic. This woman should be institutionalized. Who is that?
I don't know her
agree.
name.
It's not really for us to say. Obviously, we're not in the
This is
newsroom. But I will
Susie
say this, that
Banikaram.
if you have a reporter who's had ethical breaches in the past and you publicly state that this is an ethical breach, you are in danger of setting a standard in your newsroom that there are different rules for different people. Because, one assumes that any other reporter who had 2 ethical breaches would have some consequence for that, especially at the second time. So my instinct as an outsider, which is I'm here to give my opinion, is that there probably should be some consequence to this.
Yeah.
To make
you let one guy kill a lady, everyone's going to want to do it.
Of course, hangover, right, to her point, hangover. I almost forget I'm the one who broke it. It's this guy just made up the fucking marathon bombing. It's not just any journalist. He said we're going to hold under more scrutiny than anybody other writer in the history of the paper.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I just sent the guys in the Washington Post wrote about it too. I haven't read it. But like, you know, I don't think Cullen's written since then.
Since the death story?
I don't think so. So maybe they did. I have no idea.
I do like her idea that this is going to breed like copycats, though. Like other journalists. Kevin Cullen got to kill someone.
Well, no, I think
I'm going to do it.
her point is that if there's different rules for different
Oh,
journalists.
no, I get what you're saying. I just think it's a funny idea.
It's just crazy. I don't. I feel like it's underreported. I'm actually surprised that the right didn't jump on this more.
Yeah.
Like this is for the extreme right is candy. Like the Globe writer is assisting the suicide. We don't know that Cullen's telling the truth and lying about this woman's mental state at the time. I don't trust Cullen. Like, how do I know?
Take his word for it now.
Right. That's what I mean. Like, how do I know he wasn't taking advantage of her?
Yeah.
I don't think so, but I don't know that given his history. I know. Put it this way, we know the conclusion he wanted when he
right.
Like he wanted this to happen. He wanted this end to happen. So if he was able to help, he's going to do it.
Right.
So
but is Kevin Cullen like the greatest friend ever to these people? Because like what I never understood the first time you were talking about him or now, like all these people, the people at the Globe that come out and defend him.
Right.
I guess like if it was like Bob Ryan or some massive figure that they kind of looked up to, I could get all the defense.
Well,
but like people like rush to defend Kevin Cullen. I never heard of the
I
guy.
saw more Cullen defense about the marathon thing than this though from Globe people.
But that was a bigger
This
story.
wasn't a mistake,
too.
though. This is, how can you even call this a mistake? Like, he knew exactly what he, this isn't like a misprint.
And
That's true, too, yeah.
And I think it's because it's like, it's me to some extent, too, where like the Globe people are just never going to, like, the Globe should speak out and say, this is fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Like, I would think Dan thinks this is crazy.
Yeah.
But if I call Dan right now, I'd be like, oh, I do his thing. Like, I don't know about that. Is that what's going on? So, And then it becomes like where some people are like, well, of course you should be allowed to kill. So it's like, well, that's not the fucking point.
Oh, yeah.
Like, no shit. That's not the point. So, I don't know. We'll see. But that was an interesting cut. And that who was the second woman? Well, who cares? Whatever her name is, she did a good job. Like she's not incorrect.
Susie Benikaram.
There you go. Okay. What else, Justin?
Let's see.
I'll be curious with this dying guy. I'll be curious what he's got.
What he doesn't,
He's probably. I think what's probably happened is a doctor has said that you could die from this, and he's taken that as I'm going to die from this.
Yeah.
I don't know that, but I would imagine something along the lines of that.
That'd be too bad if that's the case.
It would. He's been alive for a few years with it already, which is in a way bad, but also like promising,
right?
In a way too.
Maybe the end is near. We're chopped off a lot of days.
Yeah, we could kill him off this year. It would be great.
So on Friday, you asked Julie if she had ever done any podcasts before, and she said no. But then I found this.
Are thriving and which areas are not? What are the benefits of investing and operating hotels? And also, what are some of the major things to look for?
It was a different time. This was years ago.
Investing in a
Everybody's like Mayo, and are they just do boring
with-
podcasts? Or I don't really understand it. All right, go ahead.
Major things to look for before investing in a hotel. We're chatting with Julie. Here we go. Julie, thank you so much for joining us today. You are a friend of mine whom I met at my favorite self-help course, Landmark. And
these people are psychopaths.
there. It's such a pleasure to have you here. I always actually wanted to invite you. First, why don't you tell us a little bit about you?
Is this Celine Dion?
Sure. Thank you, Stephanie. So
Alec
I
Baldwin's
started in
wife.
the hotel industry about 7 years.
So she was on a 16-minute podcast about the hotel industry and the
How
ins
bad
and
was
outs.
it?
It was. There's nothing to.
It's dreadful, yeah.
If you find the hotel industry and the ups and downs of it interesting,
I think I could maybe, like, if it was well done. This woman does not sound like she's going to be hosting a good, interesting podcast on this. I don't think.
There was a tough moment that got glossed over from the podcast the other day.
Uh-huh.
Julie asked you if I cut out all my friends, can I work for the show? And you ignored her and moved on. It broke your heart as a viewer.
That's very sad. No, you won't. No, you may not. No, you may not. Jesus Christ. What else?
So before the show this morning, normally we have like just 5 minutes where just Coleman just talks about BC to me and Mike about anything.
Right.
Normally,
And,
I feel like it happens occasionally.
It happens
It's not
before
every
the
day.
show,
Right?
And we're talking about the Bill O'Brien situation about how
basically done, right, Coleman?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should
Press
be-
conference today.
Tonight at Beanpot.
Good. Is that tonight?
Al Washington, D.C., Doug Malone, OC.
Wow.
Throwing it out there.
Who's it? Doug Marone, the office coordinator?
Yes.
Who's the defensive coordinator?
Al Washington.
Al Washington. Okay, go ahead.
Coleman's very into this now because he goes, this is how he presents it to us. He goes, actually, I'm hearing Al Washington.
I am. I have sources.
From who?
Per Martin Artest Jones, I think is his Twitter.
Who the hell is that?
I got burners out there.
He's got sources.
Go ahead, Justin.
So anyway, we're talking about Bill O'Brien, and then I go, doesn't he have a child who is very special needs?
Yes, that's true.
About this.
And Coleman goes like, yeah, that's why I think he's going to Boston College.
Because of all the hospitals in Boston.
No, the campus
because
school.
of the campus.
The campus school.
What?
There's like the campus school.
It's wheelchair accessible.
What do you mean the campus school?
It's like they have a school on Boston College's
For
campus.
disabled kids?
Yes.
Oh, I mean, that could play a factor. I don't think that's
saying.
terrible.
You don't think
and Boston has a tremendous medical area. I mean, you don't think that would be a factor, maybe, if everything's equal?
You don't think Ohio State is eligible? Like, there's places.
I think the medical community in Boston's better than Columbus, Ohio. You don't?
I would agree with that, but I don't think that would. You think if
No, I just said if everything's equal. Everything's not equal. I'm saying if everything was equal, I could see that. If everything's equal.
To defend Justin, Coleman set it up more as like the campus was wheelchair friendly.
I was saying the campus school. That is what it's called. Like the campus school. And you guys were like, campus? What?
How many years were you in that school?
I repeated a couple times.
For obesity? Let me see this here. Well, I mean, that's not. I mean that's a bit of a reach, Justin. He's had worse takes than that.
I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that's why Bill O'Brien's going to go there if he goes there. There it is.
You guys owe Coleman an apology though. You acted like he was crazy for Bill
the campus school at Boston College. Who, me?
Yeah, you and whoever else was in here, Mutt or someone.
Did he take the job?
Wow,
Nothing's
you
official
will.
yet.
Yeah.
Also,
get ready. Get your apologies ready.
Let's also not forget how quickly I jumped train off of the.
What the fuck is going on?
Belichick
I don't want to be. As soon as I check if these guys are. President Biden 1 hour ago. I don't generally do this. Rumble, baby, rumble. Here we go. You ought to be able to fly with your child and sit next to them without paying an additional fee. It's time all airlines offered fee-free family seating.
What does that mean?
Fuck?
Like a free seat for a child?
Yeah, what?
Like a baby or like a...
What? Either way, it's a seat.
Yeah, it's a seat. No matter if it's 2 or 102. What?
Yeah.
Is he? I know he's a communist, okay? I understand that. My Rumble people, I understand. I'm with you. I'm in solidarity with you on this one. That's why I'm voting for President Donald John Trump come November. I'm endorsing him. This might be over the top. This might be it for me now. It's like these airlines that are bleeding money, by the way. According to this communist, Biden, like, so if I'm on JetBlue, like Kate and I are flying down for, oh, wow, wait a minute. Kate and I are flying to look at colleges in a couple of weeks.
There you go.
There you go.
You saved a buck or two.
I mean,
I'm assuming you got one ticket.
I don't know if she's adopted, but still. But like, you know, like
this college-aged child needs a seat.
She's my child. She's my baby girl. She's gonna be 17 a week from today, but she's still a child. Like, should I, not have to pay for it? According to Joe Biden, that's
what it sounds like.
So, like, what if you have 3 kids and you're going? What if you're a parent, single parent, you have 3 kids, and you're flying down to Florida? You shouldn't pay for those 3 seats?
Or what if...
Who's fucking paying for this?
Like, Justin takes a flight out of country with 150 young kids every day.
Right.
Like, does he pay for 1 ticket and just load them up?
Yeah. Oh, he'll load them up. but I'm serious. Like, what the fuck is going on here? What is the argument? Can somebody... I understand these people are nuts. But, like, if I'm working a JetBlue stockholder or I'd be like, are you out of your fucking mind? Like,
is the argument that it's too expensive to fly? Is that like where this is coming from?
It is too expensive to fly.
Yeah, everybody agrees.
Too bad. Like,
exactly.
Gas prices are like, what do you want? What do you want me to do, Biden? Like, not everything is free. Like, if you want to go on a trip, shut the fuck up or put a kid in your goddamn lap. Justin will do that.
No.
Yeah, but 30 of them on his lap.
No, that's a lot of kids.
Yo, you've said that before.
The angle's not right if you do that.
That's true. I looked it up, and apparently there's a fee to sit together. So, like...
Is that what he's saying?
Well, I here's an article from...
What's the fee? How much is it?
It doesn't say. It just says the Biden administration is seeking legislation against family seating fees on airlines. Several airlines have made...
So is he saying? Is he saying? So you ought to be able to fly with your child and sit next to them without paying an additional fee.
So I think he still means pay for the ticket. I hate, trust me.
It's time all airlines offered fee-free family seating. So am I just misreading this? And he's saying...
So I think it's...
But who the hell does it... Like, if you're with your kids... Like,
so you don't have to pay extra to sit next to your kid, I guess.
So you and Kate are flying out of the...
Right, so I'm in row 12 and she's in row 18.
Correct. So you both bought a ticket for $200.
Right.
Apparently it would be...
And those are the only seats left on the flight.
Yeah, so apparently...
Well, tough shit.
It's 20,
same thing, tough shit. Then book a different flight. What are we doing? What the fuck are we doing?
Then you couldn't choose your seat if
like what do you? I don't understand. Like what the fuck is going on? Why does everything have to be so quick? Can people just pay for shit once in a while? I know I can afford it, but Jesus Christ, fuck this idiot. But that's not. So he's not saying the ticket should be free, or is he?
No, I don't. He's saying
it's written terribly. That whoever wrote it.
I think it's just that policy, and it seems like a policy that is coming into effect for airlines soon. Like it looked like back in December they were talking about it with American Airlines, Alaska Airlines, and Frontier guaranteeing.
Why is the president of the United States telling a private business how to run their goddamn fucking business anyway? Worry about other shit. Worry about the fucking immigrants that are friggin' sleeping at the airport, by the way. They're fucking sleeping at Logan Airport.
Damn straight, brother.
I'm serious, though. It's like fucking get your shit together. Jesus Christ.
Do you normally smoke, Mr. Biden?
Thank you. Like, it drives me nuts. Worry about your own shit. You know, that's why I've said there shouldn't even be a president. There's fucking no reason for a president. No reason.
Who do we turn to then?
For when?
Just in general. Who makes the call?
Kirk.
You, Mick.
Certainly not me.
Individual people can make their own fucking decisions.
It's like state by state.
Who makes speeches after big tragedies?
That's what I'm saying. Exactly.
All right.
Boy, you know, God forbid the Challenger explodes. Like we're all sad. I don't need some old guy telling me to be sad. Got it, briefed, all set, good. That's why Trump would never do that. What were you saying, Justin?
You see, Southwest actually has a policy that might help me out. If you're a big boy and you need like more than one seat, apparently if you buy a seat and like you're just fat,
unbelievable,
they'll just give you an extra.
Just handing over to these pigs, just these people,
catering,
just these absolute pigs. All due respect, Justin, but like too bad.
Crazy.
Too bad. You're eating too much. You're not exercising enough. Jam yourself on the or pay for 2 seats. I got to buy the whole plane.
But Justin's not taking 2 seats, is he? Like that's a huge individual.
No, but these people like there's like a fat community on TikTok who thinks like the
world's
out
I know.
to get them.
Yeah. I've seen some of that.
Oh, you into that?
Go away. Get the fuck away. Go away. Some personal accountability for this stuff. Jesus Christ, what happened to this country? I don't do this much. This stuff makes me fucking nuts. I hate when presidents tell private businesses what to do. Shut the fuck up and run the country. If gas is under, here's the deal, President Biden. Okay. If gas is under $1, go crazy. I'm with you. Say whatever you want. 1,000%. Interest rates are under, 6%, with you. If it's over that, shut the fuck up and worry about that shit, you dummy. That's what I would say.
Brilliant.
Thank you, President. Thank you, President Trump. Oh, I hate shit like that. It makes me mental.
Would you let someone sit in your seat on the plane if they want to sit next to their kid? Like, would you sit in there? You know, if someone approached you and
switch seats.
Yeah, switch seats.
What is it? Do I have an aisle seat?
Yeah,
where would I move to?
Say you're moving to a window.
No,
absolutely
not.
I'm kind of with you.
Aisle I would be fine with. Yeah.
What if it was like a small kid, a 5-year-old? Still,
gotta learn life skills. Yeah. If you sit next to Justin, he'll learn a lot. Learn a lot. Kid's neck will be. He won't be able to turn his head 2 weeks after. It's a nice little mustache on you, kid. You're growing up fast. It's crazy. Crazy. I am endorsing Donald Trump for president.
Wow.
Plain and simple. Plain and simple. He wouldn't do that. There's plenty of other dumb things. He wouldn't do that.
There's no controversy whatsoever.
Thank you, President Trump. Thank you, President Trump. Speaking of controversy, wow. That SNL is crazy. They're hiring that bad boy comedian to host SNL.
Coming back.
Yes. Mr. Mainstream.
I thought you were talking about Nikki Haley. Her comments.
I love when people are like, why do Republicans hate Nikki Haley? That's why they hate
the
Nikki
voice
Haley.
in general.
Because she wants to be one of those people. That's why. That's why they would never vote for her over Trump. She wants to be like on Saturday Night Live and wants the New York Times to like her, and you never win by doing that. Now, she'll make a lot of money. She'll be on shows and TV, and she'll have her own show on CNN or whatever, but she'll never be president. So that's the deal. But, the Shane Gillis thing I think is great for like Twitter.
Well, I talked about it on my show yesterday. I don't know that unless he said, and I don't know that he's this kind of guy. Like if he said, "I'll do it," but me and John McKeever are writing every sketch, then I'd love it.
That is not happening.
I don't think he's doing that.
I don't think he's saying that to Lorne Michaels.
I think it's more and he's always said like Lorne Michaels, I guess, has been good to him.
Yeah.
So I don't think he would. But
Good to him. He fucking fired him.
Oh, it's best thing for his career.
Yeah, but no, but Lorne Michaels never shit on him. He's like kept in touch with him, told him shit he's doing is funny.
Yeah. I just think like it's a good Twitter show. I think it's a good host.
Yeah.
But like nobody knows who he is. Like people in Iowa don't know who he is. You know what I mean? It's a very social media event.
I guess he's bigger. Like Nate Bargatze hosted this year, and I think he's as big as.
But I'm
Nate.
saying for anybody over the age of 50, which is basically.
Oh yeah, like people that are just watching SNL regularly.
Like, who the fuck is this guy?
Yeah,
but so what? I think it's a good move by Lorne. Like
it'll get a bunch of views on YouTube the next day.
Exactly. So hopefully it'll be good.
He also just had that Bud Light sponsorship as well.
I suspect that might be why.
It kind of hit at the same time.
Yeah.
Almost.
Yeah. I was listening to some podcast a month or two ago where they said this was going to happen. So I don't know. Whatever. I mean, good. Yeah, I've paid almost no attention to the airplane thing with Biden. Someone tweets at me, is the additional fees charged for the Southwest to sit together in our free seats? Too bad. I don't care. It's a fucking private business. Shut the fuck up. Ah, Jesus. Very rarely I get worked up about this stuff, but I'm worked up about it. So.
I like you showing up at one of these things they do where like you get to ask the president a question. Like you're just in the audience. What are you doing about these free? Like, what are you talking about, sir?
Exactly. Jesus Christ. Oh, where's getting that notes of yours, Mick?
Let me see. So staying on the same little, I guess, cancel subject. Did you see Michael Porter Jr., the basketball player, is getting a lot of heat?
No.
He compared the WNBA players to professional ping pong players.
Okay.
And what he was saying was, I don't know if these guys said the clip. I don't think I said it, but basically what he was saying, they're both very talented, but people aren't interested in ping pong just like they're not interested in WNBA. Yeah. And people are killing him for it. They were like, you should support the WNBA.
It's just
that whole thing. Yeah. Yeah. I thought he was making a good point. I think the comparison of ping pong players.
I think the point that WNBA is not as good as I think we all got it though.
His whole thing was just nobody's interested in it, and he was like, "I'm going to watch what I'm interested in. I'm not interested in pro ping pong. They're very talented, but
true. Though I don't think anybody's screaming. I feel like the people telling us to watch WNBA has died down over the last few years. Like nobody's telling me to watch WNBA.
Well, if people are giving this guy shit, I feel like the easiest response to that is always like, "Are you watching the WNBA?" Right. Like if you're angry about
nobody's watching it, ratings wise. But yeah. What else? What do you got, Justin?
I'm looking at the Michael Porter Jr.
I don't care about that. What else?
See the Rogan deal?
I did, yeah. I never. How long has he been there for?
2 years.
Oh, so it came up after 2 years?
I guess. Now he's making more money to not be exclusive.
I know, it's crazy.
Which is actually probably, I think Spotify just gave up. They're like, we're not a
it doesn't
exclusive content house.
Yeah, it didn't make any sense. Good for him. Like I said, it's just not my timeline, my world. I never see any Rogan stuff, ever, because it's not my feed.
Sure.
So I don't listen to him. I find him to be boring, but hey, listen, he's fucking just made another $250 million. So.
$450 million.
Yeah, whatever
so
it is.
far,
to do, I don't know. To me, but hey, good for him.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I don't know.
How is that worth it for Spotify if he's not?
So I guess it's because that's what I didn't understand at first either. I guess it's just because they now make double the advertising. Probably triple the advertising.
Right. Yeah. I mean, they should have done that in the first place.
Right.
But I think they didn't realize at the time.
They wanted to be HBO for podcasts or something.
And it just doesn't work that way.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I get why they thought that at first, but yeah, it's insane.
Yeah. So now it's like the thing I thought Simmons was doing that he's just doing what Simmons is doing now, basically.
Right. Which is, I think, probably the way to do it. I think.
Seems like it.
Is Alex Cooper like that? I don't even know.
No, I believe she's
she
only
exclusive?
on Spotify.
Okay.
That'll change.
Isn't she
whenever her deal's up.
I think she's gone from Spotify, right?
Oh, she is? I don't even know.
I saw that with the Rogan thing. Maybe
I don't know.
Could be
really?
wrong. Could be wrong. But I thought I'd read that with that.
I have no idea. But yeah, it's fucking wild.
Oh wait, no, she's on Apple Music.
Oh, she is?
Yep.
Yeah, so I think she's
because it's the same deal the Smartless guys got, right? Where they're everywhere.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, I think the Smartless one is like you have to wait. It's like a week later on the Spotify has like 2 or 3 day head start or something.
Okay.
I think. Whereas Simmons is all, and I'm at, now Rogan. If I go to Rogan right now, is he like that or no?
And I checked his YouTube channel yesterday. There was nothing up yet, but
yeah. Interesting. Well, yeah. Hey, good for him. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Jesus God. Does Mayo have that deal?
I think he's working on it.
Is Mayo exclusive to Apple? Or is he everywhere?
I think it's
like the Ringer
for now.
What was that, Menners?
Like the Ringer.
They should do a network where it's Mayo, that hotel show with Julie.
Yep.
I think that could work. This network, just like the fucking Psycho network.
Dave and that lady that said you could fit your whole family.
Yeah, absolutely. Portnoy hears a show one day. He's like, I like the hotel lady.
Well, she's a hard worker, Dave.
Yeah, that's right. She's a good person. She's not crazy. What else, Coleman?
I actually had Dave reach back out.
Oh, what did he say?
Oh boy. He said,
"Why is he calling? Call.
I'm not taking calls.
Call. I don't want to hear a text. Call him." Sucking dick for $5.
No, he's living on Easy Street. He's fleeced these animals.
Oh, shit. I didn't think his Lamborghini was that nice when he drove over here that day.
It was a lease.
Yeah. I wasn't that impressed, honestly. It's like that he flew here. The plane landed on top of the helicopter on top of the. Oh, is he being a pussy?
Yep.
Oh, what did he say?
What did the text? Did
He said, "Hey man, can't chat. Watching my cousin's kids this morning while she's at work. Haven't listened to show yet. I'm not lying."
God.
Figured you guys are talking about my expertise on movies.
Watching my cousin's kids. Jesus Christ. He probably owes them money. He's probably paying it off by watching the kids. Why don't you go over there, Justin, with the cousin's kids and watch them as well?
Give him a hand.
No.
Yeah. What do you mean no?
Why would I do that?
You really want to help out a friend of the show?
But you know why?
No, I don't know why. Why? What if they do a boom boom and they get washed in the bath?
I don't want to wash babies.
You know?
No spankings?
Watch. So is he claiming he has no idea what's going on? Because people are messaging me.
That's what
him messaging them,
Yeah.
saying that he knows what's going on.
News to him.
Is he crumbling in front of us? Daver from Hull? I thought he's a nice guy.
He's a dutiful
The end
babysitter.
of Quantum Kirk.
Oh, don't say that.
Jeez, I hope not. God.
My buddy Danny will be heartbroken.
Although Danny's doing nothing either right now.
He was traveling too, though. Give him a break. He was traveling.
I suppose so. Jesus. What else, guys?
See, Bill Belichick said a thank you to the people of Boston in the Globe.
Yeah, he got killed. I saw people were upset. I saw some fans were upset that you didn't thank the Crafts, and it's all over the place. It's like, why do people do that? Why do they even do that anyway?
It's so stupid.
There's a lot of because it's a thing. The same reason they ran out as a team after the
Right,
Patriots did
right,
every year.
right.
You know,
He's like, thank you so much for whether the weather was good or bad or wins or losses, and it's like, I mean, do you think you wrote this? I don't.
You watched on TV, the internet, and from your stadium seats.
I suspect that wasn't Bill Belichick.
You don't think so? So he just hires a PR firm or something? How does that work?
His manager has people to do that or something. I imagine.
I would say most people, yes, but I feel like Belichick might be the guy that actually does write his own stuff.
He likes writing letters.
Yeah,
What is with third chairs thinking Belichick is the guy who does things differently?
So 1 second. Steve Belichick took a job with the University of Washington today, defensive coordinator. So he is not going to be at campus school.
No,
Okay.
he will not be.
Is that hurt
Confirmed.
Belichick's? Are you ruling Belichick out now as head coach?
I am.
He's got a good relationship with Bill O'Brien, OB as we call him.
I think the other interesting thing is Mike Vrabel, though.
To BC?
Linebackers coach, maybe? Yeah.
Linebackers coach. He was an NFL head coach.
Oh, yeah. Well, where's his job now, Mike?
Linebackers.
Where is it?
Linebackers.
His son played.
It's gonna be a scout.
So in your mind, he's not going to get Al Washington to get the defensive coordinator job, not Mike Vrabel.
I'm hearing that the Al Washington job would be that when Bill O'Brien moves on, it becomes Al Washington's program.
Do you know his defense,
Already
though? I mean, that's Al Washington.
That's what I'm hearing. I'm
Come
just
on.
telling you.
Who is Al Washington?
I have no idea.
Is that a real person, or are you making that up?
No, it's real.
Who is he? What's his bona
Former,
fides?
I know him as
Al?
former.
It's the equivalent of me saying, I'm hearing Joe Rogan's in for a big payday with Spotify.
Well, no,
I just read it on Twitter.
It's actually not true. That actually happened, though.
Yeah, that's true.
What's that?
Defensive run game coordinator and defensive line coach for Notre Dame.
Okay, so you're hearing
He was linebackers coach for Ohio State.
Okay.
So you think they're giving
For
him,
Ohio State?
Yes.
Wow. That's big. That's
He's never
big.
shown his face.
That's big. That's big. Well, do you actually, all kidding aside, do you think Vrabel's, what percentage do you give Vrabel being the linebacker coach at BC?
Like 15%.
I'm going to give it 0%.
Oh, come on.
He just made like $15 million last year coaching the Titans, probably.
Yeah. Where's his job now?
I know, but he's just going to sit
Yeah,
do
but-
TV.
Sure. That's
He'll be-
always an option.
He'll be
yeah,
an NFL
but-
coach next year or the year after.
All right.
I don't think you know how prestigious the job.
Because he
you know,
played for the
He doesn't
Patriots?
just
linebacker
need a
coaches.
job.
Well, his son went to BC.
Was that the guy we saw the Rough and Rowdy? I met one of his kids at Rough and Rowdy. I don't know.
Oh, really? For
Yes.
real? Oh.
Yes. This kid said to me, you know, you could like pizza places. My dad likes pizza. You know any pizza places around Chestnut Hill?
He said, hey, sore Eagles. And then he walked away.
You know who currently is the linebackers coach at BC?
Not for long.
Paul Rhodes.
Paul Rhodes?
Dead man walking.
Well, yeah. All roads lead to Vrabel. That's the headline. Mike Vrabel. Come on, what world do you live in? You think an NFL head coach like who was pretty successful, not huge, but like he's gonna take a job as a linebackers coach for a terrible college football team.
I mean, we were talking about Bill O'Brien leaving Ohio State and leaving
For the head coaching job.
You lucked into something.
also doesn't happen yet. And he was a coordinator at Ohio State. That's a promotion. Do you know what a promotion is?
Yes.
Okay. Do you think going from NFL head coach to linebacker coach at BC is a promotion or a demotion?
I mean, when you see those heights,
That's true. That is true.
Probably make the same, right?
Oh,
Their defense has
definitely.
always been good. That's a good point.
It's true. I mean, like, you could talk me into Vrabel being the head coach at BC. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think it would happen. But like you say, Vrabel goes to college, whatever, his kid. Like, I could see that.
Sure.
Actually, I think that's a pretty good idea. I'd rather have him than O'Brien. But Vrabel being the linebacker, not even defensive coordinator. The guy was the NFL head coach last year. He's going to be reporting to Al Washington.
Hell yeah.
With the linebackers at BC.
For 15%, yeah. I'd stand by it for
15% is a
50%.
large percentage.
It feels like that's like 1 out of 7. Okay, you're sticking with it.
Yeah,
He's confident.
4 out of 7 seems kind of great to me. Yeah.
He's trust his sources.
So
Seems good.
linebackers coaches, they can make up to 1.9. Only the public schools have them listed.
Yeah, I think Boston College linebackers coach
Yeah,
making
that's
1.9 million, and then the lowest is for like Utah would be 325,000. So BC's
Still good payday.
That's still
Okay.
higher than I thought. Wow.
Yeah, but let's see Mike Vrabel's salary.
Think it's more than 325?
It's got to be.
I think so. I think so. Coleman.
It's
I
got
think
It's
so.
got to be 7-8 million a year, right?
He made 9.5 million.
Okay.
How many years was he a coach? 4 or 5? Plus, he made how much as a player?
What if BC goes into next year with Bill O'Brien, Bill Belichick, and Mike Vrabel on the coaching staff?
What a trio.
Do you think? I know he's doing Fox. It's on Sundays though. Do you think Brady will be a
No,
good
no.
quarterback coach for BC?
That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. That's where we draw the line.
Okay, that's not, okay.
It's all crazy.
You're saying he has no chance of being the QB coach? 0. He's got a good relationship with Vrabel. He loves Vrabel. They're buddies.
0.5%
Okay.
chance.
He's not saying no.
200, that's still.
It wasn't a no.
I could see that. I could see.
Why
that.
not?
You know what the percentage of winning the lottery is, Coleman?
So
I like the odds. whatever they are.
14%. So if Earl Grant gets fired this year, they take his dancing shoes off.
Yes.
In your mind, would then like Greg Popovich or
Jared Dudley.
Okay, yeah, it wouldn't be like who's the Vrabel equivalent? I don't even know.
What's it? Reggie Jackson.
Okay, does he coach now?
He means the baseball player.
He doesn't know who that is. What month is Reggie Jackson's nickname? Do you know?
Come on, Coleman.
October.
What?
I don't know. Like
What's his nickname though?
Mr. October.
You got it.
You nailed it.
You got it. Just like Jeter's is what? Mr. What?
Mr. Also October.
Mr. November. He had a home run
yeah.
right when the clock, or after midnight in that World Series game against the Diamondbacks.
I thought he was going to give us a Sterling and say El Capitan.
Well, you better, when Jeter's the baseball coach at BC, you better beef up on those things.
He's coming.
Everybody just goes there.
And they're still a terrible program. They just have legendary coaching.
It's weird. I'm taking this freshman acting class, and Daniel Day-Lewis is the professor. I don't understand this. It's so weird. It's so strange. I don't get this.
He's known for taking odd jobs.
That is true.
Halfley made $3 million a year.
Goddamn waste.
The current linebackers coach?
No, the former
head coach.
The guy who went to Green Bay.
Okay. I was going to say then Coleman might be right.
What's that?
If that was the linebackers coach salary, then Coleman might be onto something.
Is Taylor Swift going to be teaching there for more than 1 year? I just read that. It just came up online.
Doing the music program now?
She's going to do head of... It's a picture of all the program heads. It's Meter and Taylor Swift next to each other.
Intern Nicholas's next game is with Marv Albert.
Unbelievable. So it's Al Watt. So this is what you're hearing from who?
From let me get his name right, but it's
please.
Martin Artest Jones, I think.
Okay.
Martin at Artest Jones.
So to be clear, you have Vrabel. I'm sorry, Al Washington, defensive coordinator.
Yes.
Who's the offensive coordinator?
Doug Malone.
Doug Marone, the former head coach in the NFL.
Doug Marone or Malone?
I think I'm
Doug the Mailman Malone. I don't know him.
I think Doug Marone coaches the Jaguars.
He just got fired. Right?
Did he get fired? Oh, then there you go.
Oh, this guy's legit.
No, Doug.
Or no?
Doug Malone.
Oh, Doug Malone. Okay.
Yes.
Martin Artest on Twitter. Yeah, I know he's legit. His bio: Greg Brown saved my life. 2019 Kansas game survivor.
Same, brother. Same.
And then the link he has in his
I called that one.
Who can forget?
I called that one.
It was pain. I think that was the cardboard fans.
What's his handle? Coleman.
At
Artest Jones.
Like Ron Artest?
Yes.
Yes.
And then the link he has in his bio is to farmersonly.com.
Wow. How many followers, Justin?
2.4.
Okay.
Thousand.
2.4 million?
Thousand.
Oh, that's a lot.
His pinned tweet is that Dr. Fauci will be there giving out booster shots.
What is that from?
That's not a true story, obviously, right?
No,
Okay.
no.
So it's a parody.
No.
This is okay. Just to be clear.
Yeah, it was a tough time. They were tough on vaxes at BC.
Do we have any proof that he's deal done, folks? 14 hours ago.
Oh, yep.
Welcome home, Bill. No proof, right?
No.
Okay.
But I like it. I like the cut of his jib.
Sure, why not? Yeah. So you want Bill O'Brien to be the coach?
I think it's happening, and they're announcing it at Beanpot.
1 day ago, he has Steve Adazio under consideration for the job.
Oh, that would never happen.
Wasn't he already the coach?
Yeah, he was.
I know Martin Artest has this a day ago reported.
That's
this.
right.
Well, he likes to mix in some of his jokes here and there. That's a good one.
Was this a thing?
At least he's funny.
So Bill O'Brien, and he says hashtag blackout for Bill. Was that a thing going around BC?
I don't remember that.
People were blacking out because Bill O'Brien was coming?
I think they just blacked out in general.
Hearing Blake James and Halfway had the heated argument of the plane home from the pit game, and he says he's an all-time pussy. This guy's not fucking around.
Yeah, hell no.
Jesus, okay.
Artest
Big
Jones.
news. Artest Jones.
Coleman just believes things on Twitter that he wants to be true. He's
Yes.
like, oh, so this is going to happen.
That's all. Yeah,
I just will him.
Yeah. Well, I mean, but you'd be excited Bill O'Brien was the coach.
Yeah,
I would be
no.
if I was a BC fan. That's a good hire.
Yeah.
We were all down on Halfley too, and now we're talking about a former NFL coach and like Halfley gone.
Successful college coach.
That's a bigger name than I've ever in my lifetime at BC, I think, right? Former Pats.
Yes. Since Coughlin.
Former NFL head coach.
Since Coughlin, for
Oh,
sure.
Tom Coughlin. Yeah.
But even then, Coughlin wasn't. He became bigger after because he went to Jacksonville. So for sure, yeah, definitely the biggest name since Coughlin, I would say. Right? Who was the coach when Matt Ryan was the court when they were like number 2 in the country?
I don't remember.
I'm not sure.
I don't know.
Was that the other O'Brien? Tom O'Brien?
Oh, maybe. Yeah, that sounds.
He was a
familiar.
good coach.
Yeah.
He left for NC State. Another guy who just left because BC's a loser program.
Did Bill O'Brien do well at Penn State? I completely forget.
I think he had a good start.
Yeah.
Didn't he go from Penn State to?
He took it over.
He was
after
there for a short,
turnout.
and he was
Frank Spazzini? What is that?
What? The fuck are you talking about?
Frank Spazzini.
Frank Spazzini.
Frank Spazzini.
When? What are we talking about?
This is he was the head coach from 2009 to 2012.
Matt Ryan was gone by then, wasn't he?
Yeah, Matt Ryan would be like.
Oh,
He was
07.
drafted in 09 or 08.
Jeff. Oh, this is not another. This is Jeff Jago Dezaz.
Jeff Jagosinski? He's another guy who left BC. He left BC, I think, for the Packers.
Common thread there.
Fucking losers. BC's a fucking loser organization. I want to like these guys. I don't mean to knock my chicken and coffee guy, but like, it's fucking embarrassing. Jesus. Let me see their coaches. Where the hell do I find their head coaches?
I'll send you it.
Thank you, Justin.
Coleman, I've seen on Twitter, John Meter Perel might be the next head coach.
All right.
That's a good choice.
That would be a good choice.
It's an eagle on the boot.
Guy's a talent. There's no question. You sending me this, Justin?
I just did.
Here we go. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Wikipedia. What a site. So Coughlin, then Dan Henning, then Tom O'Brien, then Jagosinski, who left. He was head coach at BC 2007-2008. Record of 28 in the ACC championship game. He left them to become the Tampa Bay Bucks offensive coordinator. Like, it's just a job where you just move up.
Stepping stone.
Yeah, it's sad. Frank Spaziani was after that. Spaz. Then Steve Adazio, who did okay.
About the same as Halfley, really.
Yeah, like okay. Everybody makes a bowl now. Who's this?
This might be Daver.
Okay. Talk about Babel in a second.
That's
David
what you're
has
about
his
to
own
hear.
language as we
Yeah.
know. Is it him?
I believe so. Daver?
Hello? Yes, Coleman.
Where-
I have like 2 minutes.
Where's
What's going on?
Where's my fucking money?
What are you talking about?
Well, we played the cut. We played the Daver, the Visionless Dave cut. Where I mean, it seems like is he lying in this cut? I mean, I'm sure you heard it.
I did not hear it. I did not hear it.
Get the fuck! You're fucking
He's a busy guy.
You didn't hear him on the rundown talk about.
No, I had everyone tweeting at me, Kirk. I'm so over this whole fucking story.
Okay, I'm not.
Or whatever.
So I'm not. So,
I would be too.
Well, I mean,
his claim
like,
his claim is that you didn't send the bet. You're keeping the money for yourself, and that at one point you were down to $500 for your name, and that he lent you $500 for a bachelor party, right, Mike?
Basically,
Yeah, that summed it up. That was it.
True or false, Daver?
so I put in the bet. He did lend me money. I was not down to $500 to my name. He did lend me money. to help me out when I wasn't liquid at the time, and I paid him back.
Okay. I like you. I'm worried about you. Is everything good?
I'm perfectly fine. Okay. This has gotten blown way out of proportion.
That's what they all say.
I'm perfectly fine.
Famous last words, yeah.
Okay, all right. I do not enjoy people saying I'm scamming money and stuff like that. That's not a great thing.
Well, Visualist Dave essentially did say that. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's honestly way out of proportion.
Okay, so you're
crazy.
You're saying you placed the bet, although Dave is saying that you wouldn't send screenshots of the sent bet, just that you were going to send it.
I thought he was trolling me. I thought he was trolling me at first, Kirk. Like, honest to God, thought he was just trolling. But then it turned into a pissing contest.
But then when push for proof, you wouldn't offer proof. Same thing, pissing contest.
Pissing contest. That's where I'm at.
Okay.
Could it be a Visionless Dave gag run amok?
No, he's saying that this is true, right? I mean, to some extent, no.
Well, no, he said he paid him back right away, though, no?
Oh, you paid him back right away. I'm sorry, I didn't hear that, Mike.
Yes, I don't owe anybody any money. Like, this is that's nuts. Like, that needs to stop. Like, people are tagging me online and stuff like that. Like, that's fucking crazy.
Needs to stop. Okay.
Like,
I'm sure I'm sure by you saying that, David.
I'm sure it's going to get way worse.
Definitely by you saying it's definitely going to stop. What?
So
this malarkey.
Well, I mean, I got people at my job now and stuff like that. It's like, it's fucking crazy.
Well, okay, I don't like that.
That's fine.
No, I like you, but I'm just saying, so what you're saying is that Visionless Dave is lying then?
No.
Wait, what?
What did I didn't listen? Hold on, I didn't listen to what.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh my fucking God! I did not listen to what he
Why
said.
would you? It's about you. You didn't listen to it. It's 3 minutes.
No.
Why?
Because I didn't listen. Enough people were tagging me in it, and I was at work, Kirk, on Saturday.
Okay,
and I was
it's
already
Monday,
over it.
Dave, or you're in your car driving back. You can listen. Justin, do you believe that?
You listen to it, David.
You listen to it, David.
No, I did not. I on my life, I did not listen to it.
Well, your life
so
is
if he's
worthless
claiming,
at this point. I mean,
He sounds a lot more like Kevin when he's backed against a wall. I can hear the KFC.
I like Dave. I don't like hearing
Hold on, Kirk. Is he claiming that I owe him money?
No. He is claiming. Justin, is he asking me or he's asking you? What is it with you guys? You guys don't even do a wrap-up show. You're fucking talking all the time. What he's claiming is that you owed him money and it took you months to pay him back the $500 for the bachelor party. Correct? It
was not months. That is no.
Okay, did he say that, guys? Justin?
Yes.
Coleman?
That's what it sounded
Mick?
like.
Yes, but it sounds like his bigger
Mike,
problem was that he didn't think the bet was placed, and he thought Dave was going to get
he
that money.
absolutely did not think he placed those bets. Well, you know that. I mean, you said. I mean, you're aware of that he thinks that.
Yes, absolutely. We had a conversation about that.
And you guys are okay.
Oh no! I mean, I'm fine with Dave. I mean, I'll probably never interact with him again or anything like that.
Wow. Yep. All right. Too bad that those interactions have been so good for him in the past.
It's good you're fine with him though.
How many Minifans have you taken money from?
One. Visionless Dave.
Okay, so you're not like Montante.
I do not listen. Like I said, we were a friend. I thought he was helping me out of a.
Dave's not climbing on top of a building.
I am not.
He's waiting for a fill-in babysitter to get there.
I am not King Kong. No, we're good.
Where are you? What are you doing?
I'm watching my cousin's kids. I texted Coleman that.
All right.
What do they think about this?
Do your cousin? They have piggy banks. Those cousins' kids.
It's gonna be a fun story on.
All right. Well, we'll talk to you later. All right, dude. I like Dave. See you soon, buddy.
These Pokemon cards are valueless.
Why don't we get him in here with is it? Oh my God, with Mutt on Wednesday, if he can do it. What a dream combo that is. Two guys
and Daver.
Oh, Mutt's always like, I'm sure Mutt with cars probably like, you don't need that $20. I'll turn it into 40. Boy, that was not. Put it this way, that might be Daver's worst phone appearance in the last couple of months. I'm actually worried about Daver right now.
Well, I didn't understand. He made it seem like he paid him back. There was no issue.
Well,
his reputation's getting damaged online, Mike.
Look,
But I'm saying there would be. I imagine this was over Venmo. We didn't hand him cash. Like there would be receipts of this if Visionless Dave is.
Well, Visionless Dave is listening right now. I know he's on the West Coast. If he's listening, give us a call. I'd like to get his side. Be a better you in 2024 with Babbel, the science-backed language learning app that actually works. Don't pay hundreds of dollars for private tutors or waste hours on apps that don't really help you speak the language. Babbel is a quick 10-minute lesson designed by over 150 language experts to help you start speaking a new language in as little as 3 weeks. You can save 55% at Babbel.com, Babbel.com/Kirk. Over 10 million subscriptions sold. All of 14 language courses are backed by their 20-day money-back guarantee. You won't need it. You're going to go learn a new language. It's a good goal. I mean, it's only February. Do it this year. Go to Babbel.com, Babbel.com/Kirk. Babbel.com/Kirk. 55% off. Rules and restrictions may apply. Ooh, Shark Tank's a little slump.
Oh, is it? I haven't watched in a long time.
Well, that's what I'm saying. There was a cringy, I think it was a cringy Shark Tank moment ever the other night. A week ago Friday. They had a pitch for like a teddy bear that sings and like little kids, and they had Damon's wife and daughter come in and she sang it. And it was like 2 minutes. It was like the cameras on Damon was trying to cry. I was so uncomfortable.
Wait, was it Damon? It was their product?
No, like somebody came in like, oh, you didn't know this, but your daughter like did this with us. Which of course they do know. I mean,
right?
Like, you know, it was bad. It was really bad. Bad. I'm worried about Shark. Cuban's leaving. Like I'm a little worried. I have to admit I'm a little worried about Shark Tank right now. Just a concern. You know, life is full of concerns.
That's got to be a hard show to recast and stuff as well as the years go on. Like,
but 15 years in, 16,
you have to have hundreds of millions of dollars and be good on television.
Cuddle Tunes?
Is that what it is?
Is that
you
what
got
it
that
is?
awfully quick.
Sit back.
Literally, Justin is masturbating in front of me. Right, this is probably not allowed. How about Portnoy for a season on Shark Tank?
That'd be great.
That'd be great.
I mean, come on.
Well, they did. Didn't him and Tafford do like yeah. But that would be
I
great.
mean, how about throwing him in there for a year?
He's big enough now, right?
Yeah, for sure.
I'm sure ABC wants him on there.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm just saying it'd be funny.
Yeah.
No, I think it's Mama Sing My Song.
Oh, God. The way you say that is just horrifying. Skin is crawling right now. I like that Daver's cousins, they're taking a nap right now.
Yeah.
He's crawling around seeing if there's quarters on the ground. It's like, is this bottle? Oh, 5 cents for this bottle.
Going through the laundry.
And Dave will somehow get his way into this scam with Biden for these free seats. He'll make like he'll get 10% off that.
Montante sitting on his lap.
Do you have the pitch or no?
I have a pitch tugs on Damon's heartstrings.
Yeah, this is it's more comfortable to watch, but go ahead.
Hi, Sharks. I'm Amanda. I'm Valerie.
And I'm Danny, and we're here seeking $125,000 for 10% equity in our company, Mama Sing My Song.
We write custom songs for kids that help them know they are seen, valued, and loved.
Harry and I have a game
Damon?
now. Whenever there's a pitch, we do now because he bets as well.
Oh, no.
So we say right away, we'll deal yes or no, and who's the deal with. We do it every time.
Okay.
$2 and one. This was a steal. He did not take Damon on this one, and he wound making a deal with him. I won the episode, so yeah.
You think Daver's going to be contacting Harry
yes.
for investments?
Yes. Well, Justin has his number, so yeah.
I don't have Harry's number.
Like Justin's like in Delaware. True story.
Oh boy.
In Delaware, Harry was there, and Justin's like, Harry, why do you eat ice cream like that? Why don't you like eat off your chest?
That is not a true story.
Here, try on mine.
Not a true story.
It was very even like I was looking over at a couple of the Minifans. Even Mick saw that. Mick,
Yeah, it's
Mick
a little weirded out by that.
Yeah, it was very strange.
Concerned for Harry there.
Harry was like, "What the fuck are you talking about, Justin?" Harry was like, "Justin, I'm 11," and then Justin was like, "Oh yeah." And then he just went back to his yeah. Go ahead.
You are a great dad. You're also a hardworking
looks
businessman.
around.
And I'm sure you can't always be there with your wife, Heather, to put your daughter, Minka, to bed.
You've been following me.
But there's one thing I know. They're not here right now.
Oh, God.
So far, I'm like, all right, I've seen these before where they bring the families in. So I'm okay with it, but it gets worse.
Oh, with Mama Sing My Song, you can. And we want to show you how, with the help of some very special guests.
Oh, that is really sucking up. You didn't know Damon? I didn't know.
Had no idea.
No, stunned.
Welcome, Heather and Minka. Damon's lovely wife, Heather, worked with us to create a custom song especially for Minka. Minka, do you want to play your song?
Sweet Minka Jagger with
Oh, God.
Wow. This doesn't end.
She doesn't even look comfortable.
No, she's
daughter.
Beautiful curls and a beautiful heart. Bubsy, you're amazing.
Oh,
I don't understand this. So they already know Damon's family.
Oh, go! It's way longer than that. Okay, that's all it was.
all it was
The song's
on
like
YouTube.
2 minutes on the show.
Jesus.
I was like, holy shit! You're right, and yeah, like they're there, they're backstage. Like it's not like they go to like it's like it's so dumb.
Yeah.
So they got the deal with Damon. But it's also a terrible product. I'm out. Terrible product.
I'd like a spot on Shark Tank where clearly I can't invest in anything, but I'd tell you when like the common man is out. You know?
That's not a bad
Anytime they
idea.
bring kids out, I'd be like,
Yeah,
I'm out.
almost like a general manager, like an ombudsman. They should have that.
Yeah.
I've always said ABC should do like for 1 year, give somebody like $25 million, like a common man.
Right.
And say you can invest it for a season on Shark Tank and see how you do.
Mike Montante.
Yeah, well, maybe not Mike Montante.
Perfect.
Think Montante would be hitting up his coworkers for money at all?
Damon, listen.
Barbara. You sound hot.
Oh, wait. Actually, Justin was helping me with my Montante impression, and I don't think it's very good, but Justin said I nailed it. Can I give it a try?
Yeah, you should have said you nailed it, though.
I don't
How
think
is it,
Justin says I'm doing it spot on.
Montante, how is his Montante impression? Not bad. How do you think Montante, the original Montante?
I don't know. I think it was all right, but I think you really gotta get the cake.
I'm not quite sure what you guys are going going for.
I still get like the words out and stuff like that. I'm not like.
What is your take on this whole Davis situation?
You know, sometimes people get in rough situations with money, and gambling is fun. It's what I do. Some people like to go out to bars. I like to put on the sports game and watch that.
Why did you bite Evander Holyfield's ear? What was going on in your mind?
Kirk, you're thinking of Michael Tyson.
Why would I be thinking of that?
Montante's gonna eat your children.
What else? What else you got, Mick?
Let me see. I was curious about this. We had this. Me and Beyond Average Christian had this debate downstairs. Hard coaching.
Downstairs? Here? In the first floor?
Not here. At the house. Sorry.
Downstairs?
Not here. Downstairs in my house.
Why do we care where you were?
If it's in the kitchen, is it
I don't know why I
argument?
said that. I placed the location there. I was trying to give you a visual, but
so we're up in the
how would
attic.
I know?
We were in my basement and we were having a conversation. And we were
this is a multi-level home you guys. Christian has.
No, it's a 3-bedroom ranch.
3-bedroom ranch. You got downstairs the man cave, like
kind of.
Mutt has.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And so we were talking about some like old coaches, and nowadays some of the coaching is looked down upon if you
At
scream.
any point, did anybody go upstairs to get a drink or use the bathroom or anything?
I think I did at one point. Yeah.
Okay, good.
I think I grabbed a water bottle.
I just want the whole.
I got you.
Do you guys typically hang down there or just for big conversations?
Big combos. Yeah, I know.
It's just like, Mick, let's go downstairs. Looks like, oh boy.
Big news.
It sounds like a coach debate's coming up.
The day Mick stormed out of the studio, he just points to the basement door.
No, the show was over that day. Mick was downstairs after the show. He was in the basement. Yeah, it's only right. Go ahead. You and Christian are downstairs.
Yeah, basically what I'm asking you is, what's the line for a coach? If Harry played a sport, like what would make you upset? Is the coach was screaming at him? Could he grab him by the face mask? Like what? You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like nowadays, like my coaches are grabbed by the face mask and scream right at me.
Fisting, I'd say.
Okay.
Yeah. It's just so different now.
Yeah.
I have no interest in when I was in high school, my coaches were tough on me, but it was a different time. And I think there was sort of this machismo. I don't want anybody putting their fucking hands on my kids.
Right. Like if Harry struck out and like threw his bat and some guy grabbed him by the face mask and was like, you can't do that. Or, screamed at him. Would you have a problem with that?
If he screamed at him, I'd be okay. It all just kind of depends.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, look, that's the way it is. Like you're not, my thing also is like these coaches they volunteer, they take their, when these parents second guess, it's kind of like, well, you're not fucking doing it.
Right.
And I've coached, so I get that. When I'm a coach, I don't do any of that. I literally do none of it. I just don't think it's beneficial to the kid.
Yeah.
Screaming is close. It all depends. I think there's a context to it, but any physical, I have no interest in anybody touching my kid.
Yeah.
None.
I've always heard
None.
It used to be like any authority figure could basically say whatever they wanted to a child, right? Like
Yes.
teachers, priests, any of that shit.
Fuck yeah. When I was little, oh my God. I went to Catholic school until I was in 4th grade.
Yeah.
Did they beat you? Like, did they have
They would do the
rulers
thing
and
with the
stuff?
rulers and then, yeah.
The nuns? Is that what it is?
Yes.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
And your knuckles are on your ass.
Knuckles. Yeah. But, it was like, but it wasn't bad. My coaches were fine overall.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. I remember my brother Ryan had a good friend of his, actually. They were on the team, and my dad was the assistant, but the kid's dad was the head coach.
Yeah.
He was the head coach, but it was his kid, but still. He did something during a game, and he mouthed back to his dad, and his dad fucking smacked him across the face. It's like a bad news bear. Like, holy shit. But yeah, what is your take on it?
I guess like it'd be different. I don't have kids, so I feel like I would feel different if I saw a guy grab my kid by the face mask. But I think as long as it's in context, kind of like you're saying, where it's trying to improve, or if it's more of like a sportsmanship thing, I feel like that's when you really see coaches freak out.
Yeah.
But no, I'm kind of with you. I don't think anybody should be grabbing kids. Or
Did you guys
anything like
go upstairs when you guys were done?
We were done, yeah. We decompressed first before we went up there.
Who
yeah.
goes up first?
It depends on who's leading the conversation. Like, he was done with the conversation, so he's like, I'm out of here. Yeah, he's like, I've had enough.
I've got my answers.
Give him a little time to go up, or do you follow right
it's
behind?
it depends on how the conversation goes.
Yeah, whoever wins the argument should be
Yeah,
able to go.
exactly. He goes up there and enjoys himself. And
What
I'm
was
like, all right.
Christian's take on it?
Don't be a pussy, basically.
Yeah,
He's a tough guy. Yeah.
That's like that, but I feel like that's the easy. Like,
Yeah.
well, what if you punch your fucking kid in the stomach? Like,
Right.
I don't know. Who knows? What's your take on it, Coleman? You're a tough guy.
I had a.
What if Bill O'Brien started punching kids, but they were winning games?
I'm okay with that. Yeah,
that's fair. Washington, yeah.
No, like I had a pretty crazy basketball coach growing up who like screamed and yelled and jumped up and down the entire court. So like I was kind of used to at least verbal.
Yeah.
Just not abuse,
Flamboyance.
but yeah, like you know.
Dance coach, you said?
No, basketball.
Oh, basketball. Sorry.
He was not pleased when I had to go to theater though.
No, well, that can happen.
Yeah.
See, Kelly Keegs is going off on Twitter again. Justin, you see this?
What about?
Go off, Queen.
What else, Coleman?
What's she ranting about?
I'll tell you in a second. Oh, my glasses. Let me find them. Get that song in my head from Damon. Who's kind of a zero shark. Like he's okay, but like he's
Dante
not.
had
He's fine. Yeah, he doesn't have like Robert's the schmuck, the loser. Cuban's I guess Mr. Wonderful's the alpha, but Cuban's like the cool guy. But Damon doesn't really have a niche.
Visualist Dave said he sent you his number, Justin.
I guess I vamped for nothing. No one has a thought on what I said?
About what?
Some good takes on Shark Tank.
Mike, nothing has been listened to by less people.
Someone out there is nodding their head like he's right.
My Shark Tank power rankings have not changed the last few years. I think you're right. I still have Kevin number one, but Cuban leaving, Cuban is like the Cuban lawyer, like the 2A and 2B. You know?
As far as people wanting them?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So now who's
But I
gonna-
think it's Mr. Wonderful's show.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Like who's going to take that Cuban spot though? Robert's not, God knows. That's what I mean. You need like a guy almost as big as Cuban.
Robert comes in with a leather jacket when Cuban leaves.
Well, we tried. This story's not going away either.
No, I mean he can, but it's the same thing. It's the same thing with Mick and his. No. I'm not. I'm just using this as an example. When you, all you have to do is send the thing that showed the date.
Yeah.
On the thing, all he has to do is show the thing that he placed the bet.
Yeah, nobody. I like Dave, but nobody believes him here. I don't think. Right?
Is this like Obama with his birth certificate, though? You know,
Yeah,
if he
it's
caves to the pressure.
We got VD now.
Oh, did you hear Daver?
I did hear Daver.
Okay, what is your take?
My take has changed from he's just a little sketchy with money to he's got like a pathological lying problem.
Oh no! Well, I mean, I don't. So he said. What he said that he paid you back immediately the $500, right? And you said on
Yeah.
the rundown that it was months. So
Justin can look in his DMs. I sent the
because it's good journalism.
receipts
Mike.
of all of that.
Okay.
But let me make one thing clear. He does not currently owe me any money. So he is right about that.
Okay, so he did pay it back.
But you said that we're talking about that parlay. He paid you back. He paid. Okay.
And honestly, I wasn't in a rush for the money. You know, I'm not dying for $120, but it's the whole like if no one had said anything, he wouldn't have paid that money back for like 6 months. Like,
I'm worried. Is like I like Davis. I'm actually kind of worried here. Like, is everything okay?
Me too.
Is everything all right?
I hope so. I mean, I like David. I know he probably doesn't like me anymore, but when this was going on, I was telling him, listen, like I gave him like 5 chances for an out. Like I don't care. Just say you didn't put the bet in. I could care less, but I just don't want to be lied to. No, he still is claiming that he has the bet slip, which if he wanted to post right now, would make me look like the biggest dumbass in the world.
Correct.
But
You're right.
we all know the truth with that. And he had a blatant lie. He said, I'm the only Minifan he has borrowed money from. After I released this story, there were people in my story pales in comparison some of the other things I have heard.
Well, you
This is
can't.
the first Cosby victim.
Well, you can't just on this show. You can't just say that. What are we talking about here?
It's not my story to tell, but if that individual wanted to come forward, there was a much larger sum of money borrowed. That took
Give us
much longer to pay back.
not the individual. That's fine, but give me the sum of money and give me the duration that it took to pay back.
I think it was like $1,500 and close to a year, 9 months. And
do we all know this?
He made that person
Yeah, go ahead.
drive to his restaurant to pick it up like $100 at a time.
Oh, man.
Do we all know this person?
I'm sure you've all seen him at live shows and on Twitter, yes.
I think we need to hear from this person, Mike. No,
I would think so. Yeah, I hope they come forward.
will they come forward? Do you think, Dave?
Yeah, maybe. I mean, this guy I think actually hates Daver. I don't hate Daver.
DM me.
This guy actually hates Daver. So,
Well, I'd like to hear from
which
this
I would
person,
too if I had gone through
That's
that.
humiliating.
experience, I would.
That's not good.
That's
Yeah.
Jesus. Oh,
But the moral of the story is like I just if you let people get away with this stuff over and over, you're actually doing them a disservice. So I tried to give him every out.
This was for
possible.
Daver's
If I
benefit.
was-
Yes.
It is. No, honestly, it is. As someone who has had, I have been a scumbag in my life, and I had to take care of that. But
Sure.
maybe this is the first step to Daver's road to revenge. And again, I have no ill will against him.
Or others could say the moral of the story is if a show elects not to do a show during the week, if somebody steps up and does a good job, it'll get buzz on the main show.
Maybe.
No,
Maybe
I'm just-
that's the other moral.
I mean, I
of the
think
story.
work. That's the point, Mick. Right? Like,
That's right.
You as you said, is that you want me to say to Portnoy? You're a hard worker.
That's right.
Dave saw an opportunity. He came in there, and you're stuck with Blind Owl, but he still did a good job.
That's right.
And he broke this. So where does this? So you and Daver, did you know Daver before? Because you mentioned you had a mutual friend.
It's a kid he grew up with. So I just became friends with some of his. So I didn't know him before the show, but like when I was in Saco,
You stayed with him, right?
I stayed with his sister. He picked me up from the airport. Like he's a great guy. He's a great guy. I just don't know why he seems to have maybe this issue with money or something. But I don't know. I hope it all.
Why is everyone
works
staying
out.
with Daver's sister rather than him?
That's true. It is.
It's part of the payment.
Daver's house was full with Montante.
Okay.
Oh Jesus, yeah, you don't want that.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, Dave.
Yeah. All right. Bye.
Thank you. That's big.
I'm starting to. I feel bad for Daver here. I'm a little
So
worried.
do I.
It seems like maybe he has a problem that he's
Justin's
not
about to
admitting to
rip
himself.
Dave. I like Dave. I don't want to see Dave in this situation.
No, I think he's going to. I bet this ends with him being like, I have a gambling problem.
Well, if he does, there's certainly numbers to call. We know that. That's not good though. This other. Oh, good.
Can I tweet out from the show account if @Daver has ever
No,
borrowed money?
no,
Okay.
no.
Delete that?
I'm guessing the person is listening to the show right now.
They'll come
just
forward.
a wild guess. I mean, that's crazy. The guy's gonna go once a week to his restaurant for 15 weeks.
Putting it
That's
in like
not
bread baskets.
worth it. If someone
that's
asked
a
me to do
psycho
that,
move.
Yeah.
That's like a humiliating act.
if someone asked me to do that for $1,500, I would just forget about the money. I guess
$100 a
I'm
week
not
for
gonna-
4 months?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Keep showing up. 15 weeks from now is like what? Like June?
You've given me a job now.
Right. February, March, April. Yeah, it's like the end of May.
Any interest with it too? I feel like you'd start charging more for
would
that.
have to.
Yeah.
What is going on with this
I don't
guy?
I don't know.
Jesus. I'm worried. I'm a Daver guy, but I'm a little concerned. What were we talking about before that?
I'll say this too, is that Visualist Dave, I would think maybe would exaggerate for the sake of the story, but Daver's story is so far off. It's like, hey,
Right.
nothing happened,
And
which
the-
makes me think he's lying.
And the idea that Daver was like, I'm not even going to listen to this. It's like the way
It's
he's
beneath
the way
me.
he's just
Yeah,
dismissing it is obviously like the telling top.
VD nailed it when he
signs
said he
of-
could end it now, right now with the screenshot of the bet being placed.
100%.
You know,
Jeez, I'm getting a lot of messages.
Oh no,
this is not good. Like legitimate messages. I don't know. What else? What else you got, Mick? Anything else on notes of yours or no?
Let me see.
I heard you say something in the call to Daver that intrigued me. You kind of took a shot at them for not doing a producer's show. Did that bother you?
Well, no, but they're awfully chatty back there. I think everything goes through them, but yet, I remember that Gus and Coleman did the producer for about 3 weeks. Like everything else just stops.
I think Coleman and Justin did it for a little while.
No, we mentioned it and we said like if we need to say anything, the producer show with Gus and Coleman was pretty much just Gus saying, I'm going to start doing things better. I'm going to start doing this. And Coleman was like, I'm here to help you out for it. If we have anything to say, we'll just say it on the show.
Okay. Oh, good. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's your show. What else you got?
this is a random one, so I'm sure you're not going to like this. But did you know that
Gotta
Martha's
be better than the last one.
Has to be right. Martha's Vineyard, 1 in 20 during the 1800s were born deaf, and they have their own sign language going on the whole island. Like, yeah. So I guess like sign language somewhat originated in Martha's Vineyard.
Really?
Yeah. I was reading about it. Some guy on Rogan mentioned it, and I got all, I don't know. I went down a rabbit hole.
Is your girlfriend deaf?
No,
Okay.
no, probably should be, right? No, I just what I'm saying is, would you rather be born blind or deaf?
That's not what you were saying.
Well, that's what I'm getting. I'm getting.
He looked at me and saw an opportunity.
I think everybody would rather be deaf, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Me included.
Yes.
Now, what if you like throughout your life? Would you rather lose your hearing halfway through or lose your sight halfway?
I'm probably the guy to ask this in this room.
I was just curious. I didn't do it because Mike's here or anything like that.
Hearing. No question.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, just life, like walking, driving, seeing. Yeah, I think, right, Mike? I don't know.
I would think so, but maybe that's selfish.
Obviously, you're biased,
If
but
you're
yeah.
asking a deaf person, maybe they'd say,
Yeah,
I'd rather
maybe.
lose my...
I think, although I'd miss TV. But I don't know, music and TV and movies. And I don't know, like when I went to I remember the last Springsteen show I went to in Gillette, there was a whole section for deaf people.
Really?
Which I found interesting. There was somebody doing sign language for it. So maybe they get the vibrate. I don't know. I'm not sure.
I will say it's probably easier for me to watch TV and movies than a deaf person, I would think.
Oh, for sure, I think. Because at least you hear the jokes. And
Right.
hear the, I mean, I shouldn't say for sure, but I would think.
And if you were deaf, you just lose music completely.
Lose music, but also tone of anything. You lose
Say, Coleman,
comedy, anything.
those great mixes you talked about the other day. You wouldn't be able to hear those anymore. I mean,
exactly.
The world, the tragedy would be.
Coleman had a bizarre, not to divert from this subject, but before the show, Coleman played some rap and was like, "Oh, someone said this to me. It's exactly
Montante
like my
sent
rap."
it to me.
It was not.
Exactly your rap?
No, Montante texted me last night, and
how much did he ask for?
A quick $500. Yeah. But he said, "Now I see." Let me see. You thought you were slick, found your inspiration. So I guess this was like for the
Coleman
the
played
rap
it for us
thing.
as if it was like a parody, like an exact replica.
Slick about what?
1 sec.
What were you talking? I don't know what we're talking about.
Like
Coleman, remember Coleman
sound
testing the
check
mics? Like,
thing?
now I'm on Kirk's mic. Now I'm on Kirk's mic.
So he sends this.
Texas, come and pay your taxes. You know you want that. Cash advance. You want that cash advance, you better foul.
This is what a racist Montante is. He's like, oh, rap.
It's been stuck in my head all day.
Hey. Come to Barstool. We gonna hook you up. We gonna
I don't even get the comparison.
I guess it was the A thing.
I guess.
I don't know.
I don't know if either of you invented that.
This is what he sent me. I have no
It is
idea.
funny that Che lost the fantasy football bet, so he has to travel from Chicago to driving with Frank to Las Vegas. That's actually pretty funny. But it should be just the two of them. They have all like Frank's handlers there. I think it should be Che and Frank with no directions allowed.
Oh, they need like camera people, right?
Yeah.
Is that who's with him?
Yeah, so if that's fine. You want somebody to hold the phone, that's fine.
Yeah.
But to me, no directions. I saw they were driving and they had
directions.
It could take forever with Che driving and Frank.
That's great.
Like literally, but you can't start on the highway. You got to start them somewhere. You know what I mean?
Blindfold them?
Because once you get in once you get in the major highway, I've done driven cross country a billion times. Like it's pretty easy. You just go west,
I was
or
just
if you
thinking
go,
that like it can't be that hard. Right?
you go south.
That's
you go,
a challenge. I don't like where this is going because I'm realizing what would be very funny.
Oh, yes.
What's that?
That's an idea that should be implemented somewhere.
Oh, that's true. That's a good point.
That'd be great.
So like if you're on the highway in Chicago, right? You get on 90, you just hit something, whatever, south or west. Eventually, you're gonna run to Las Vegas.
Yeah.
On a major highway, you know what I mean? Major highways connect to major highways, but
I guess
if you send them 50 miles off the highway,
yeah,
nothing. And you got to find it. No maps, nothing.
They can't get a map.
No,
then
nothing.
that seems impossible.
Can you ask? Can you ask the people?
Yeah, you could. Yeah, if you're in a little town, you say, "How do I get to the main road?" Oh, we go this way.
Which way is
this way.
Vegas?
Yeah, right, that's what I mean. Like it would take them. It could take them a year to get there, which would be an incredible show.
Frank operating a map could be funny.
True, but the idea
yeah,
that two
no,
of
it is
them just-
better if they have
It's like
no-
another night at the hotel in the middle of nowhere, like having dinner and just walking around a little town.
You'd
Like
be able
a-
to find the highway though, right? I feel like
50 miles off the highway. I've driven across
50 is
there,
different.
there are places where you could be 100 miles off the highway.
That's true.
And if you have no idea, you're going to get nervous. It'd be like, do I veer off here?
Once
or-
you take a right, you're fucked.
Start overthinking it.
Yeah. you could be. Then you go 20 miles, and you're 40 miles off of where you're going to get 50 miles from the highway. That's what they should have done. I mean, they both would have died probably, but still, I don't know. But
and it'll be one of those exits that says like Nevada, but it doesn't actually
Correct.
bring you there.
Yeah,
or something.
exactly. That could happen. Rowan Apparel's with us this week too. Okay. Men's clothes were due, closets, I should say, due for radical renovation and reinvention. And Rowan stepped up to the challenge. Their commuter collection is the most comfortable, breathable, and flexible set of products known to man. Here's why. They help you get ready for any occasion with the commuter collection, quarter zips, polos, dress shirts, comfortable pants. You have the Roan commuter collection. You can do it golf, going to work, at work, on vacation, whatever you want. Head to roan.com/Kirk, RHONE.com/KIRK. Use my name, that KIRK, to save 20% off your entire order. That's 20% off your entire order when you head to RHONE.com/KIRK. And use the code KIRK, 20% off. Time to find your corner office comfort, home, golf course, travel, whatever you want. Roan.com/Kirk. Anything else, boys?
So I'm looking into this Kelly Keegs thing right now.
So what is it? What's going on? I didn't see it. I just saw somebody tweet it to me.
During the Grammys last night, Jay-Z got like a Lifetime Achievement Award, and he's used that time to like shit on the
I saw that.
Academy for
Beyonce, who's a queen, has won the most Grammys of all time. Has never won Best Album.
Yeah, he's all
album of the year.
Album of the year. Nor, by the way, say Bruce Springsteen. There are other artists who have not won Album of the Year, but go ahead.
And so there was going to be...
I think Lemonade should have won Best Album. I just was listening to it this morning. It's great. It's great. It's a great album. What?
I've never heard you say that before.
Yes. Yeah, here's the Lemonade. It's a little bitter, but I still like it. Yeah, it's good.
So Kelly Keegs...
Album of the Year. 1 second. When I was a kid, the Grammys were kind of a joke. So...
Oh, really?
Yeah. It took them a while to figure shit out. Album of the Year. Grammy Awards for Album of the Year. Let's see. When I was a kid in the 80s, 1980, I think, was the big... Billy Joel won in 1980. Christopher Cross, 1981. Lennon in 82. Toto won in 83. Thriller in 84. Like 85, for example. Purple Rain and Born in the USA were both nominated. Can't Slow Down, Lionel Richie won Best Album. Yeah. Some weird ones over the years. Jesus. Like MTV Unplugged with Tony Bennett won Best Album one year. Just seems strange. I don't know.
What year was that?
95.
Oh.
We have Dave calling in again.
Uh-oh. We always know these second calls go on this show.
Interesting.
Good morning.
I forgot someone. Meemaw lent me money 2 years ago.
Who did?
Meemaw.
Who's that?
He's a
it's
friend.
that's the guy that Montante stays with, right?
It's a shame you got to listen to the show. We were looking for the second person you lent money to.
Well, Visualist Dave just called and just kind of put the hammer down on you.
Oh, okay. I did not know that. I just literally was.
Oh, that's weird.
I swear to listen to me. I was just like, holy shit! I said only one person.
Well, Visualist Dave said, he said he likes you very much, as do we all. But he said that there's a Minifan out there who you borrowed $1,500 from and made.
Yes.
Who's that?
Meemaw.
Okay.
Oh, I thought you said it was $800.
What's that?
I thought you said it was $800. No, did he not say that? Maybe
I didn't hear it.
Oh, I'm sorry. Maybe I did. So it was $1,500.
Yes. I never said $800.
Oh, I apologize. So then,
no, I said it was.
But he also said he made you come to your place of business once a week, and you would give him $100 for 15 weeks in a row.
I don't believe that's how it totally went down. No.
Well, that's
but kind of, but a little
totally.
I would meet him once or twice a week. Yeah.
But you paid him back in full.
I paid, of course, yes.
Okay, and that's all. That's the entire minute, because other Minifans are reaching out. I got a message from somebody saying you asked for $800 from somebody recently.
No.
You're sure? Because I have a receipt here.
Did I ask somebody? Hold on.
David.
Check my notes here.
Maybe. Yeah. No. Yes.
Oh,
no. Yes.
Who would that be, Daver?
It was Meemaw.
Again, for another $8. That's what I was thinking. $800 right there. That's
yeah.
Okay. Did he give it to you, the $800?
No. Nope.
Was it weird when you said, I'm going to do 400 installments of $2 each?
No.
That's it. So nobody else is going to be coming. They're lying if there's any other people saying that.
Yes, that 100%.
All right, I believe you. All right, goodbye.
Bye.
Yeah.
Let me check my records here. I like these. Look at my detailed records here.
He keeps one piece of paper in his pocket with 3 names written on it.
Meemaw, Visionless Dave.
Meemaw again.
Wow.
Put that in your tickler file.
What was that?
Put that in your tickler file.
I don't even.
I think VD might have nailed something when he said that he's a pathological liar because I think he's believing this.
Gus in the chat, Daver is a bigger liar than me.
I think he's embarrassed, and I understand that. But like, I think I'm sort of in a way being kind of nice about this.
You're being
Like
very nice about
He's like using my fans. You know what I mean? Like that's how they met. Like through. He's like scamming them for money. It's like Justin's old company. You know, like it's. I'm trying to be nice here because I like David, but it's like it's creeping me out a little bit.
The part I find unusual is just that he happened to call back
so
after
fun,
VD's
yeah.
call. Like,
come on.
Oh, geez, were you guys still talking about me? I thought you were way
That's
over
what's
it.
more concerning.
You think those two are connected?
I suspect.
No, you're
I'm
more
a
cynical. You're more
conspiracy.
cynical than I am.
Yeah.
I just think you randomly probably the cousins are probably having their lunch now. And he's like, oh, you know what? I forgot. Let me call the fellas.
Jeez, I forgot to mention Mima, and boy, there'll be egg on my face.
I guess he's going to call 16 more times and more people. Have you ever lent him money, Justin?
I have not.
You like David, right?
Yeah, he's fine.
Do you know him or no?
Not really.
Okay, do you know him? You
Yeah,
must
I like David a lot. I don't know him well, but I
So if he reached out to you, was like, hey, Mick, I need $300 before today.
I'd probably give it to him.
Oh, you're fucked.
You would? I know. I really would.
Would you now give him to him?
Now I probably wouldn't just because of the stories and all of this, but I
He
would.
pays back.
Just based off our relationship, I would expect, your
relationship.
$300. I mean, yeah.
Anyone that I know online, even if they seem really, I would feel so uncomfortable giving money to.
I'm with you, but I also
my thing would be like if David reached out to me and said, Kirk, I need $1,000. To be clear, I wouldn't give it to him. But if I did, I'd be like, I'm just giving this to you. I'm not expecting. It's never. It's
a better way.
never coming back.
If it was an amount of money, I was like, I don't. If it's $50 or whatever, I don't care if I lose it. Then
Right.
fine.
Yes, I mean, like this Meemaw guy, whoever I think he's a show hater, but like him or Visualist Dave, maybe they're doing well or something. But like, I think it's a hell of a thing to ask another guy, another person, for $1,000,
especially if you're not very close.
Yeah, he's asked this Meemaw guy for over $2,000. Yeah, I think he hates him now, right? That's what Visualist Dave was saying, right? Did he say the $1,500 guy, the relationship was ruined?
I would
That's
imagine.
why-
It is. Yeah.
But then he has since asked for another $800.
Yeah, he's comfortable enough.
And the guy said no, which might prove that the relationship is.
He's learned his lesson. I'll tell you that.
I guess it's just crazy to me.
Also, it's not like he's asking like, hey, like, I need to pay hospital bills or something. It's like I need
Gotta go out with the boys.
This parlay is about to hit.
Right, and what would frustrate me the most is someone said this before,
I'm sorry.
He tweets out his tickets, his bet tickets. Like if you owed somebody money and you were still gambling, that would make me very
I'd
happy.
also say if some buddy of mine was like, hey, I need $500 for a bachelor party, I'd be like, you got bigger problems than that. Like,
Yeah.
Like, what are we, no, you can't go. You don't get everything.
I feel like the age though, like if I was
Classic
22,
classic Republican though. Then they get their hands out. They get their hand out. It's crazy. What were you saying, Mick?
like I feel like in college or something like that, it wouldn't be that crazy because everybody's scrambling. Everybody's in the same boat financially, right?
Yeah, right.
But like once you get older,
Mike, I know Warthog paid for the abortion for the girl at Bentley.
Is that
Sure.
right?
Yes.
But that's just a good friend. He didn't even ask for the money back.
Right. That's the way it is back then. Yes.
He's my Winston Wolfe. He takes care of things.
What were you gonna say?
But even as a kid, like we had a friend who like got into drugs and we're always hit our buddies up for money constantly. I think people that constantly ask for money, there's even at a young age,
Something going on.
There's something going on.
Because he makes, but he's on the show, so he's making a good. I think he is. I saw that place was packed that night. I gave him a huge tip. Jeff gave him, I think, $3-4. Like that's
18%.
He should be hitting up Jeff D. Lowe for the money that he didn't tip him.
That's a good point.
That's
right.
Throw him a 50 or something, Jeff. Jesus Christ. He has to be in here Wednesday. He has to face the music on Wednesday.
I asked him.
Well,
Okay.
apparently he doesn't listen to the show.
He's
not going to know the idea that
maybe by Wednesday he'll have listened to the odds. Like I will before that call, if he's actually watching his cousin's kids, I'll buy that he wasn't listening to the show today for argument's sake until that second call. The idea that he did not hear the Visualist Dave thing is impossible.
Well, the idea that he's
It's
like,
about him.
I'm just over it. I don't want to hear it.
I bet you don't.
That'd be like if Coleman and Gus came in after the best of it. Like, listen, I got this all week. We're not talking about
Kirk,
it.
it's enough
It's
already.
enough.
That's true. Yeah,
We've
Justin's
heard
like,
about it.
Hey, Justin's like, Kirk, I get it. Okay, we mapped it out. It's far. Madawaska's far. 28,000,
Enough.
30,000.
It's all I'm ever hearing about it.
They're
We're
all
not talking
thousands. Who
about it.
cares?
We're not talking about it anymore.
What are we going to talk about it every day?
That's true. Okay, I drank in Madawaska. I drank at the live show. Okay, what do you want me to say, Kirk? Fuck you. Okay, get over it.
Enough of this.
Can we all move? Have we not all made mistakes?
Jesus Christ. Well, I don't know. I like Dave. I have a soft spot for Dave. I think he's a nice guy.
I'm telling you, I'm a little worried about him right now.
Me too.
I'm a little worried.
I am too. And also, I think he said in the first call, he's like, people are contacting me. I don't believe that. I don't think no one's contacted his work about Visionless Dave's rundown.
Yeah, I don't think you're calling a rest. It's not like it's a Wall Street job. They're calling the restaurant.
Well, that's just an asshole doing
fucking
that.
around. Yeah, don't do that. I mean, I feel bad for, but it's also like, stop asking Minifans for money. Like, just
I don't know how that became
it's
a trend.
Podcast.
How is more than one person doing that?
Podcast?
We have a message, an official statement from the desk of Danny and Bill Ricca.
Oh wow.
Wow.
I stand with my friend and esteemed
By the way, he is typing
co-host.
this in a court of law while trial's going on. This is part of the jury right now.
He sent me a notes app. This is in notes app.
The woman is crying, describing the crime that happened to her.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I stand with my friend and esteemed co-host of the top-rated Kirk Minahan Network YouTube
Former show, yeah.
Quantum Kirk, Daver in Hull. Outside of a stray comment in Portland when he crowned me king of the English cigarettes, Daver has never displayed anything but the utmost respect and care towards me, and he's never asked me for a penny. I can't speak with first-hand knowledge to any of the accusations levied against him by Visionless Dave, but over the course of countless hours of show prep and the recording of 24 episodes of our popular show, I found him to be an upstanding individual who I trust wholeheartedly. As for any questions about the hiatus of the best show on the network,
Yeah, thank you.
that falls squarely on my shoulders as I've been busy with work obligations and travel over the past couple weeks. I've
leadership.
spoken with Daver, and we're both excited to resume the show when mutually possible and appropriate. Thank you, Diva Danny.
Now, if you'll excuse me, my wife has a list of chores for me to do.
Wow. Do you think there's no way he hasn't asked Danny for money at some point?
He has to have.
I believe him. I don't think Danny would come out with that statement. I think he would wait to be asked.
I believe
about it.
Danny. I believe Danny.
Yeah, I believe.
I
That.
have my questions.
Or maybe like Danny early on sent like a note, never asked me for money.
Yeah, my wife's just not going to allow it. That's true. His wife would kill him.
Yeah.
That's a good point. By the way, he probably doesn't have an ATM card or anything. I wouldn't think. She probably just gives him
An allowance?
$10 a week.
Oh, come on.
And it's like, this is it. Like, you can go to lunch Subway one day with the guys. That's fucking it. That's it. I would think.
He's like, some weeks I pocket the money and I save up for a nice meal.
I have $42 saved up right now. Don't let Daver hear that. That is. I call him disturbing Daver now. This is disturbing allegations.
Yeah, it's so polar opposite. I guess maybe because he's not listening to the show that, like, the tone of Visionless Dave and what Dave was saying, as opposed to Daver.
I'm getting more receipts sent to me. This is.
He has an issue.
More receipts.
Yeah, for people. Yeah.
Is
There's random people.
Like how many? How many have we got now?
3.
Oh no.
And this does not include Mima.
It does not include me. I don't think maybe I've met him at a live show, but I don't know him. Am I allowed to say this? I don't get Miley Cyrus. I know.
Oh, she was insufferable last night.
She looked great last night.
What do you get about her?
She's just annoying to me. Like she's always on. Like she's another center of attention person.
Well,
she was.
That's all female. Are all musical
Sorry,
artists.
was that?
Female artists, in particular, divas, if you will.
I didn't like her hair either.
I didn't like anything about her last night. When she was yelling how perfect she is, and stuff
Yeah,
like that. It was just
that's-
like, shut up.
That's something I was
"Get
like,
outta
do you have
here."
like autism or something? 'Cause
It-
she's
it
like
felt weird.
Yeah,
Something
she was
was weird.
very hyper last
Yes,
night.
yes.
I think the Taylor Swift of it all has got there. That's my theory.
Oh, you think she's in the shadow?
Yeah, I think so.
She did well. She won for.
She's a
Flowers
talented
or
artist. She's
whatever.
not the talent in her family, but she's a talented artist. I'm a Billy Ray Cyrus guy myself.
Don't they hate each other now?
Huh?
Don't they hate each other?
Probably.
Yeah, I feel like.
I don't think he was there last night.
Yeah.
It seemed
Billy
like
Ray was
her-
not?
It seemed like her siblings and her mom.
Yeah. I heard her speech and she didn't mention him. That was what I thought of it.
Talented guy.
I don't know if there's
Break your
anything
heart.
to it. I just heard the snippet as they were like going through stuff earlier. But was it a Kelly Keegs electric chair or something when Taylor got an award?
What?
You guys were playing a clip of someone going nuts when Taylor was announced.
Oh, jeez, I don't want to hear that.
And it was a fake. It was
Oh,
a,
right,
it was a
that's fine.
tough. Yeah.
That's fine. Well, so what is going on? What's this Keegs thing?
So apparently, during the stream, Jay-Z had some call out. And
Yeah,
then-
right. He said that she's won the most Grammys ever. She's never won Album of the Year. That's ridiculous.
Yes. Kelly Keegs retweeted that, said, I really don't think there's shade at Taylor here. Beyonce and Taylor are so tight. It's all at the Academy. And he's right.
Is she aware? She's aware of their friendship?
Yes, she knows that they're super close.
Okay. Are they super close? Or
I
are they
mean,
like famous people close?
I think like Taylor went to like when Beyonce's movie came out, she had a post that was like, "Go see the Queen."
Oh, they're
Bee's
best
movie."
Wow, they are
I
close.
didn't realize they were that close. Wow. Did she ask her for money?
So apparently, Keegs was having like a Grammy watch party, and Dante does a thing, Barstool Backstage, which is kind of like covers Grammys and award shows and things like that. And he sent her.
Dante is nuts, by the way.
He sent her a link to join a live stream of them watching it.
Okay.
And she joined a couple times, was always backstage, but never got on.
Okay.
And then he tweeted out that like she was too good for him, and then she said, "Oh, here's the exact text."
Okay, please.
He sends the link. She goes, "I'm in. I just left for a couple seconds. I'll come back. I'm on Taylor watch too hard right now."
Sure.
And then he goes, "Okay, let us know." And she goes, "Put me in. I'm in here." And then she leaves, and she goes, "I don't want to be on long because I'm locked in. Lol. LMAO. I left. I'm sorry." So I think she was too pumped and in the zone for Taylor's new album that she couldn't do stool backstage.
I don't understand the bit because it seems to be hindering her work. Like her job is to be a Taylor Swift fan, but she refuses to do it on camera.
I also say not a lot of stoolies give a fuck about Taylor Swift.
Yeah, I don't.
It brings in a different audience, I guess.
I guess. I mean,
she tweeted out a timeline. 9:32, link sent. 9:32, I enter the waiting room. 9:33, I leave for 10 seconds to send a tweet.
Do you think Kelly's actually writing this or no? Justin, what's your take on it? I mean, do I care? Is it interesting or is it not interesting?
I don't understand what right or wrong is. Who gives a shit?
I don't know what the like. It's
So
just,
nothing really happens. What you're saying?
9:33.
I mean, she left the Zoom room after 2 minutes of waiting. I feel like you'd at least give it like 5 minutes.
I guess.
To join
Oh,
or
so
something. Like, I don't know.
So there was 5 minutes from when the link was sent to then she leaves and apologizes.
Okay. So it seems like she apologized, no? So what am I missing?
I don't really.
But she had a tweet that she was like melting down or not?
Are people
Not really?
like accusing her of not working hard again? Is that? I would imagine that's.
Well, I think that was what.
We all know that.
Dante was saying maybe in his blog.
Yeah,
like, is that what it was?
stemming
She
from
borrowed $1,500 from Dante.
That can happen.
And she's been paying him in $100 increments.
Yeah, he said, "I'm strictly being." He said, and realized that Kelly's the same girl who despised Travis Kelce. Actually, strike that. Hated his fucking guts. Basically, no, I'm not piling on Kelly while she's down. I'm strictly being passive aggressive because she blew off our backstage live stream tonight because Taylor announced she's dropping a new album on April 19th.
I got you. Okay. There's nothing I hate more than Taylor Swift talk. It's beautiful. Just fantastic.
It's the country's greatest pastime.
It really is. Jesus.
Saw our live ones.
Oh, how was it?
Not great.
No?
It was with a girlfriend.
What?
It was with. I was young. I was a kid.
With
It
your
was
current girlfriend? Or?
No. It was like high school
tour.
It was the Red Tour. It was Justin. It was the Red Tour.
Was that a good one, Justin? Or no?
It was all right. It was when she was still in her country, phasing out.
Oh, you didn't really see a Taylor concert.
But it was Ed Sheeran opened up, so it was pretty good opener.
Oh,
yeah,
tremendous opener.
Yeah.
Wasn't good.
What's wrong with Ed Sheeran?
Ed Sheeran's fine, but the fact that he's like, yeah, it wasn't good. Yeah, she puts on a show.
You just said it wasn't that good.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did. You said it was a country phase.
Yeah, it was her country phase.
You said it wasn't that good. You said that.
You did say that.
Did I say that?
Yes.
Well, it's like not up to her level.
Well, that's not
like,
what you
of where
said.
she is
Well,
now.
don't give him shit. That's exactly what you said.
Something about that chair.
Yeah, really. What the fuck? Jesus Christ. Anyway, all
Red's
right.
a good album.
What's that?
Red's a good album.
It's one of my favorites. All right. Well, anything else? So tomorrow we've got Mike and the Dying Guy, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Does the dying guy have name?
No, that's his name.
The Dying Guy.
He's a dying guy. I'll be curious how he does. I don't know. We'll see. Big spot for him.
Yeah.
You know. I wonder if he'll leave any money to Dave or his will. He should.
It's only right, yeah.
I mean, we should probably do a fundraiser for Dave. Don't you think that'd be money well spent?
A GoFundMe?
Yeah.
Get it going?
The last guy fucking...
Yeah, he took it and gambled, right?
Yeah, he gave-
At least this way, you know, you're not expecting it.
That's what I mean. Yeah. Maybe it's a big bet, and then he gives some of the money back.
Yeah.
I guess we should do it. We should do a show where Justin or Coleman lends Dave her money, and then they just drive once a week to his work, and they get money back from him.
Network show?
Yeah.
I live right down the street from where I work.
There you go. Yeah, you just drive once a week, you get $10 back.
The show? Wait a second. That's the show.
That's the show. Yeah.
The show is I give him like $1,000 in the next 2 years.
It's a push, and then you just drive back and forth, and that's the show.
Document
You
the
just
whole
hand you
thing.
money. Yeah.
Call it Brewster's Barstool.
Yeah, exactly. It's better than most of the games at Barstool. I'd be into that show, and then just walk in, he hands you $10. Does he do this at his place of work?
Yeah, does he run outside with the apron on?
You know, there was a break. There was a
Put it
break
in
that day with
basket.
Jeff where we're like, where is he? I wonder. I saw him outside hand the guy money. That couldn't have been it, though, right?
No.
Huh. Very strange. Well, Daver's the story of the day, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I think so.
Degenerate
Has to
Daver. Yeah.
But does this
Dodgy Daver.
like how far off is Montante from this though?
Oh,
You know what I mean? Like this.
by the way, Montante, radio silent in the story.
Yeah, certainly.
But this is Montante's thing. that it seems like Dave kind of ripped off. Montante's the original.
It is a good gimmick to take from somebody.
I don't think
that.
I don't think Montante would double down with the lie.
Yeah, to be fair, if you called Montante, you go, "Oh yeah, I borrowed from him,
Yeah,
him."
exactly.
I fleeced that idiot.
Yeah.
That is true. Yeah. Dave's about to call and say, I have a good idea for a show for the network. I'm concerned. I like Dave. I'm concerned. BlindMike.net, of course, the Blind Mike Project. New episode up today with my man, Vinny Polino.
Yes, thank you.
Yes.
I appreciate that.
And Quincy tomorrow.
That's right.
And
Tuesday tomorrow.
Why are you laughing?
Will Ferrell. The downfall of Will Ferrell on Thursday.
Yeah. What's next after that?
I'm thinking Baba Booey. The history of Gary Delabate.
Oh, I like that.
Yes.
I like that. Yes. It's weird. Like he's there now still.
Still, yeah.
Crazy. He's been there for 40 years.
The last I heard of him, there was some bit they were doing. It was like Flirty Gary.
Oh,
it was Gary doing prank calls.
Really?
Yeah, it was weird.
Like now they're doing that?
I heard it randomly. I have to go back and look at the context to find the clips, but yeah, it was weird.
Great character on the show. I will say, great character on the show.
Oh, yeah.
In the prime. When's the next Beyond Average episode?
Some point this week, probably Wednesday.
In the basement?
No, not in the basement.
Not in the basement?
No, we got a studio, third bedroom.
You and Christian? Or
Yep.
Any guests lined up?
We were supposed to have Danny and Bill Ricker on, but I had my schedule mixed up, and he had. We'll get him on.
I'm sure he'll be silenced now.
Yeah. If he's allowed to come on, he's going to hopefully come on.
I like Daver. I want him to be in Wednesday. Is there a chance we lose Daver over this?
He's not going to hear the show, so he'll just stumble in Wednesday randomly and be like, "What are you guys talking about?"
I think he's going to come in
like
here,
Carabas here
with a full defense on Wednesday, and triple down.
The numbers are over, but the proof is overwhelming.
I know. I know.
Mick's been there.
Exactly. I certainly have.
That's true.
Well, as I see it, the only question is the timeline on when
That's
he
a
paid.
good name for a show for you, actually.
As I see it.
I like that.
Yeah.
I actually like that. Go ahead.
The timeline when he paid Visionless Dave back is really what's in question. And the placing of the bet. Those are the two big things, right?
And the number of people he's borrowed money from.
I mean, I have a message from somebody today saying, any updates on the money? Thanks for trying. He tried to lend, but the guy just couldn't give him the money. This was yesterday.
Oh no.
Oh, this is
so. I don't know.
And this becomes the old Cosby thing, where it's like if 80 people come forward, are all of them lying?
Right.
Right.
And you think this is worse than Cosby?
Oh, come on.
Yeah, you think? Yeah, right. As you see, right.
Cosby was a speeding ticket.
What was your podcast name I had for your?
No need to apologize. Or no need to explain.
Oh, jeez.
I have
good.
I have some Flirty Gary. Flirty Gary becomes Papa G in New Miami phone call.
Yeah, and his voice sounds different
We're
now.
still doing this in like 2024. Go ahead.
The Howard Stern Show.
Flirty Gary became Poppy G down here in Miami. Poppy G. And we said, well, let's see how Poppy G does. And Poppy G, what'd you do? You went on one of the apps?
Yeah, went on one of the apps. I got.
So they're all in different places, right?
Right.
And Flirty G became Poppy G. I used my Spanish. What little Spanish? I sang.
I can't listen to this. It's going to depress me. I don't want to listen to this. So Robin's in New York. Howard's in Miami.
Oh,
right.
Okay, so I guess Gary's in Miami there.
I guess.
Yeah.
Didn't he move there?
I'm trying to think.
I read-
He was in Florida. I don't know if he moved there full time.
I thought
but
a bunch of them moved there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just wild. But I mean, I guess that's the job.
What happened to people like I'm in that era right now. I told you I was re-listening. Like that Steve Langford reporter guy and
They're
like
all
Lisa
gone.
G. Like where did they?
They got rid of the whole. Yeah. It was just not. They had a good thing when it started. They had that. They had a wrap-up show, which was actually pretty good.
Yeah.
They had like fights all the time, and then I think they just stopped doing it. I mean,
Well, the old, company line, or when people say that leave there, like bitter people, basically say that Howard would get jealous when shows would do well on there. Like,
yeah, I'm not trying to buy that.
Yeah, but like he hated the idea that there were basically competition on his own network.
Yeah, I don't. Maybe, but I mean, if that's the truth, that's really crazy. That'd be like me being mad that like a show on the KMS, like
Menner's success.
I don't care. Doesn't matter to me.
Oh, I didn't see the car.
Well, that's different. That I do get. I wish I had that call. I am jealous of that. All right, the news of the day, obviously, is that we're worried about Daver. Do we have any update on him? Does he respond if you text about Wednesday?
No, but I'm just hearing that he's calling around now.
Oh, yeah. That's not good.
And to be clear, he's not listening to the show right now.
No.
Just wanted that clear.
And he's not
Just
betting.
randomly calling people.
He's not betting on the Super Bowl. either.
No.
I feel safe about that. I think we need him here Wednesday with Mutt.
100%.
Yeah.
Might have to bump the dying guy. He's got plenty of time left.
That's true. If the dying guy dies tonight, we'll definitely bump him.
He'll be fine.
Yeah. So Mutt, we hope Mutt Daver, and we think Mayo who Thursday?
John and Warren.
John and Warren Thursday. All right. What happened to the drip whore?
I replaced the drip with a drip.
You replaced the drip whore?
Well, yeah. I mean, he couldn't do it. I think he said like he's got work stuff.
The drip lord's out.
Yes.
Drip lord just turned his back on this show.
That's what I'm saying. So we go with the faucet.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah,
the faucet.
He was on Mike and Minifans the other night. Dreadful as always, but a nice guy.
Kevin from Bristol was just incredibly on as always.
Yeah,
so he came out and just like basically came out. I don't know what it was, but he had this weird gay speech.
I don't want to hear it.
Yeah,
we've heard it all before. What's that, Justin?
So they decided not to put it on Twitter.
Put what?
Mike and the Minifans.
The other night I said no, right? Or they said
I think
no.
you ultimately said no. I think you said yes and then immediately took it back.
Kevin from Bristol, I said no at that point.
Yes.
That's what it was, yeah.
This Friday, if it's a good lineup, I'm fine with it. But, it's got to be a good lineup.
But the idea that they think like it's going to start getting thousands of views now
I know,
that it's on Twitter.
so silly.
Insane.
It's all just be happy. You get like people like it. They watch it. It's a good show. It's fine. The phone calls are dreadful on the show, but they like it. They have a good time. It's their playground. Let them have playgrounds. It's fine. What were you gonna say, Justin?
Like Twitter's like might be the worst app to like watch.
Because you're stuck.
Yeah.
It seems like Elon's main goal is to make that a video app, and it's been terrible.
Yeah, it doesn't work. It's just not built for that. No, that's why Rumble's the place to go.
Damn straight.
That's right.
Yeah. Airline fees. I'm gonna do a Rumble rant every day. I like that Rumble rant. Today was all right. So keep your Rumble rant tomorrow. I think we're killing on Rumble, by the way.
Yeah, I saw you guys were one of the top Barstool shows.
We're the top Rumble show in the world right now.
Oh, is that right?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, let's go. We just beat the one about the guy who said that the election was fixed and the moon landing was
nice.
Fixed. Yeah, we finally got them. Yeah, we finally happened.
Good work.
All right, so no Danny from Bill Rickham, Mick.
No, not. I can't confirm it yet, but hopefully.
It's always tough.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
You see stuff. Yeah. So let us know about Daver. So Daver's not been able to respond to this text because he's been too busy. It's interesting. Like all gambling guys, he's never looking at that phone of his for texts. I'm gonna check my phone again. There will be another message about somebody that Dave owes money to.
I don't know how old these kids are, but if you're babysitting kids, what are you doing if not on the phone?
I don't know. Why aren't they at school?
They're young kids.
Oh, yeah, that's a good question.
They could be younger than school age, I guess. No.
Yeah, I suppose.
Did you watch the Curb premiere or no?
I did. Yeah.
How was
Wow.
it?
No, I didn't. Jesus, that's a bad sign.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought like
I forgot.
It's kind of
Me too.
it's the same old Kirk. Not Kirk.
What?
Curb.
Was it? Yeah. Well, that's the problem. I mean, I just don't like.
There was like one or two moments I'm trying to think that were like actually very funny, but otherwise it was just meh.
I just feel like
I'll watch it tonight.
I just feel like the Larry publicity tour was forced this past. I don't know. It's just like he's not. Like, it's like he's like grumpy on command now. Like I'm on the Today Show to be grumpy.
I suppose, yeah.
Like it's like we get it. Like
And now I feel like the people are expecting it the whole time.
Yeah, of
where it's-
course.
Yeah,
that's
it's
it.
no,
It's
it doesn't even happen naturally.
Yeah, Larry
anymore.
danced for
Yeah,
us.
exactly.
He's like, oh,
But if the plot lines were funnier, like that's true of the first 8 seasons that are all great.
no, I mean,
You know what I mean?
I'm saying he's
in
on,
real life.
Yeah, he's on like the Today Show now. It's like, what's bothering you, Larry? Oh,
Right, yeah, he's Andy
it's like-
Rooney.
Yeah, and it's kind of like,
We kind of like made fun of that in the episode last night. Like there's a dinner party.
Who's
and
we?
I said he.
Oh, I said we.
No.
I thought
You
he said
and-
we too.
Yeah.
I mean Dickens.
Yeah.
He just had like someone come up to him and was like trying to say like some daily life thing that he would find funny. He's like, yeah, just kind of playing along.
God, I sound
Okay.
old.
Yeah.
I just finished this book about Nirvana, which was really good. And they mentioned this Andy Rooney rant about Kurt Cobain. I think it was about him killing himself. And he was so fucking angry about it. He was like, he had holes in his jeans. And he was like just yelling. And I was like, Jesus Christ, take it easy, Andy.
I always point to the social assassin episode of Curb.
Yeah.
Where Larry, it's like he became self-aware. Not that he wasn't already, but it was like now Curb is being like, hey, you're the kind of, you're the curmudgeon.
Right, that's the thing.
Yeah, that's where it started, I think.
See if I can find that. Andy Rooney, Kurt
Even though that was a good episode.
Cobain. Justin, I'm going to send this to you, all right?
Got it.
Got what?
The order.
When you send it to me.
Get mouthy with me.
Did you watch The True Detective at all? You seen any of that new season?
It stinks.
Yeah, I'm not. 2 episodes
I
in.
watched
Not,
the first
not crazy.
episode. It's not good.
No.
Not good.
Jodie Foster's just like weird in it.
Yeah, it's not great. The first season was magic. It'd been great if it was never another season.
That's how they should do it.
3 wasn't that bad though. I thought it came back a little bit from the Vince Vaughn.
Didn't have Alexander Daddario though.
That's right.
First
Exactly.
season.
That's the problem. That's the main issue.
The scene where they're breaking out of the trap house is incredible.
Thank you, Justin.
I have that up.
All right, here you go. Here's my guy Andy Rooney.
Maybe one thinks of themselves as, but I consider myself to be an absolutely dead center, normal, average American. You'd think my experience growing up, going to school, serving in the Army, getting married, having kids, buying a home, would make me perfect if Hollywood was looking around for an average American male. The things I write and read on television are for regular, normal, average, everyday Americans. I mean, like myself, or so I think. My question then is this. If I'm so average American, how come that I've never heard of most of the musical groups that millions of other Americans
Hold on, pause
apparently
it.
are
So what
listening?
year is this? Do you have the year? 1 second.
It doesn't say the year. It was posted 13 years ago.
Okay, well that's Kurt Cobain was long dead by then.
Andy Rooney might have been too.
1994. Andy Rooney. Andy Rooney was about 75 at this point, so 74. So he's like all 74-year-olds. Not really, it's weird he doesn't know the new music. I'm fucking 50. I don't know anybody last night.
I liked his phrasing. If I'm so average American.
Sets it up well.
Go ahead.
To. I've heard of Sting and the Rolling Stones.
Hold on. So this is 1994. The Rolling Stones have been around at this point for 30 years. What? 30. The Rolling Stones were like, people would laugh how old they were in 94. By the way, they're touring.
That's
this year.
pretty wild.
They're touring this year.
It's crazy.
Go ahead. For the Sting.
Billboard magazine. And I looked at a list of the top 200 performers, and nobody I know is on that bestseller list. The singers I know have been replaced by performers like Justin Bieber, Lady Gaga.
Wait a minute.
and
Oh, this is
Usher.
no. This is a wrong cut. This is a wrong cut. Yeah, no. You don't think Lady Gaga was
I
around
was
Kurt Cobain?
real confused there for a second.
Let me see. That's my fault, Jess. I looked up Kurt Cobain. Where is it?
It'd be great if he was an amazing town scout. He's like, I'll tell you who will be big.
It's 2-year-old.
When did this become art?
1994. Brutal 60 minutes commentary. Young people could feel real pain. Where's the quote? A lot of people would like to have the years he left he threw away, Rooney said of Kurt Cobain. He wanted to ridicule the young, many of whom found enlightenment through a kind of Nirvana's music. What's all this nonsense about how terrible life is, he asked. I'd love to relieve the pain you're going through by switching my age for yours.
Jesus.
A lot of sympathy there.
It was a different time in
It was.
the mental health world.
Makes him angry, he says, for Cobain's suicide. Let me see. What would all these young people be doing if they had real problems like a depression or Vietnam? Yeah. Jesus.
Did you ever notice anyone that dates Courtney Love winds up dead?
Jesus. I didn't realize this. God. Yeah. So, yeah, it's okay. It was interesting. But anyways, yeah. Good book.
Were you a Nirvana guy?
Not really. Kind of half into it. My buddy Jim was super into it. I remember he was trying to woo this girl. He wrote her a long letter after Cobain died to try and make it like he was struggling too. He's like, just saw Pearl Jam the other night after Cobain died. Still processing. I was like, you're a fucking prick.
Sleazeball move.
Yeah. Yeah. That was back when we were young. He was making fun of me the other day. We were talking about, we were still in high school. And there was this girl at Barnes and Noble was new, but it was new where there was like a Starbucks and the Barnes and Noble was new at that point. And there was this girl who was working there. It was, I guess, cute. This is so long ago. And I got an apple juice. And then I tried to talk to her. I didn't do it. He's like, oh, you're such a pussy, whatever. Go talk to her. So I walked up to her. I was like, how many apple juices do I have to buy before I get your name?
Smooth. I like that.
And she's like, I have a name tag on. I was like, oh, all right. I guess I have to buy another one.
How many to kill myself?
She didn't seem particularly, as it were. But yes. Yeah, but he's like, yeah. Saw PJ after Cobain kicked the bucket. That kind of thing. What do these words even mean anyway? He's like, she never responded. Like, why'd you write her a letter? Like, you live in the same town as her.
It's a good try, though.
Yeah, you thought it was like, poetic. You wrote her a letter.
Yeah.
It's a different time then. I don't know. Anyway, anything else, boys?
Let me see who wrote this. Never mind.
What?
Chris Castellani just put out a Barstool, 5 Barstool personalities who could host Saturday Night Live.
Okay.
I thought maybe you could be on it, but you were not. Honorable mention, Nate. Honorable mention.
After his video the other day, it was
terrible.
Honorable mention, Ben Mintz. Number 5.
I could see that.
Francis Ellis.
Is this Castellani or Jordan Peterson?
Jesus.
Or Peter Griffin.
I didn't see that one.
His impression is something.
4, Caleb Presley. 3, Caroline.
Oh, boy.
2, Nick Turaney. 1, he first puts himself, but then he's like, just kidding. Number 1, Frank the Tank.
Definitely.
That'd be great.
That might happen, to be honest.
Caroline. Francis Ellis?
Well, I thought of this. Would Portnoy be... Like, they make choices like that sometimes, like Chappelle, Shane Gillis,
He's almost
Elon
there.
Musk.
He's almost there.
Like, that wouldn't be a crazy... If they said Portnoy was hosting.
And your host, Dave Portnoy.
It's a shame Don Pardo's dead.
Oh. Can you imagine how awful that pizza sketch would be on that show? Jesus Christ.
He's taking 3 bites.
Yeah, I can't even
one laugh, everyone knows the rules.
Yeah, I can't even imagine how bad that would be.
Oh, would I love that.
Please let that happen. Yeah, he's close. Maybe I'm delusional.
I don't even think close. I think like he's in the he's as big as some of the people that host.
He's as big as the person who hosted the other night.
Hey, who are some of the most recent hosts?
If you said who's more famous, him or Shane Gillis, that's not a crazy discussion.
No.
I think Dave is more famous with more people because of the pizza thing, honestly.
Maybe.
Yeah, yeah. Like, I guess, right? Yeah, I mean, Logan Paul could host.
Yeah.
Definitely, yeah.
Right? He's huge.
Yeah.
I guess.
Dakota Johnson.
Bigger star than Dave, to be fair.
Yeah.
But if you ask 100 Americans.
I don't know this man. Jacob Elordi.
Don't know who that is.
Euphoria and
yeah, he's,
I'll take Portnoy.
I would say he's
Priscilla
not.
movie.
I would say he's not famous.
Kate McKinnon.
More famous in the SNL world. For sure.
Adam Driver.
More famous.
Yep.
Emma Stone.
I would say more famous
famous,
than Dave.
yeah.
We have a pattern here.
Jason Momoa.
All right.
Timothy Chalamet.
Yeah.
Well, who hosted last week?
That was
the Dakota Johnson one.
No. There was somebody else. I thought somebody hosted the other night, no?
Oh. Ayo Ederbiri.
I don't think
The girl from The Bear.
Right. I don't think she's more famous than
That's,
Dave.
Portnoy's more famous. Yeah,
I think
more famous,
so.
Yeah.
I think Shane Gillis might be more famous in like that world.
But it's close.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. And I know there's the SNL.
How about
thing
Caroline,
with Shane,
though?
Nate.
That'd be big.
Nate Bargatze.
See, I think Portnoy's bigger than
You know who that
Bargatze.
is, Justin, or no?
No idea who that is.
Okay. All right.
Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny's very famous.
Very
That
famous.
is big. Super famous.
And Pete Davidson. That rounds out this season.
Yeah.
More
He's bigger than
famous.
two or three.
I mean, Pete Davidson dated the most famous woman in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he was on SNL. Yeah.
Jeez, look at this. This is what we always say about the show. Like they have the next 2 SNL hosts. Springsteen's a musical guest next week. Caroline's hosting. What? I'm stunned by that.
Should be nice to her.
That's
Mike
crazy.
Vrabel also.
Wow. Hey, how you doing, Caroline? Yeah, that's going to be fantastic. Caroline. Yeah, well, stay away from her, Castellani. All right. So we're back tomorrow with Dying Guy and Mike. Well, I guess Dying Guy and Dying Guy.
A couple of dying guys.
It's gonna be and Daver. Who knows? There will be Daver updates in the next between now and when the show starts at 9:30 tomorrow. I think it's going to be really good updates. I think.
I hope so. I hope things turn around from where we are now.
I think they will, Mike. Yeah.
Does it get nasty tonight on Twitter?
Yes, there's a lot of people involved.
I think could be some bad tweets.
Imagine the first time Daver opens that phone.
Yeah, that's right.
That's true.
What the heck?
What is going on?
Wow, he's over it. He's over it. He doesn't want to.
Were you going to say just something else? Or
I was going to say he's going. My prediction is he's going to say no, but not. He won't flat out say no. Like something's going to come up.
Oh yeah.
If this happened, because I remember I think it was him before. He said he's normally available on Wednesdays.
The best move for Dave would just be to come in and just talk about this stuff.
Yeah,
that's all.
Face the music.
Yeah,
Get some help. We're here to help you, buddy.
Who better than Mutt?
Yeah,
that's true.
Perfect. It's in Wednesday, and then so we have Mayo, and we don't know who with on Thursday.
Nope.
John and Moore.
We keep saying John and Moore.
If I keep saying it,
The Fawcett.
oh god, he's such a bore that I forget he even exists.
Those videos, come on.
But Mayo will be ready. I think Mayo will be ready on Thursday. He's got a lot to face now. He's
got to address this podcast.
This is a guy who spent years criticizing his podcast, hosts his own podcast. I didn't realize that at the time. So there you go.
Thursday's going to be a better work day.
I hope so. All right, go to blindmike.net. The Blind Mike Project, of course, as well. Go subscribe on YouTube. Let's get him over. What goals are we looking at here?
I mean, I guess 10,000 would be the next milestone.
The million is the goal.
Let's go.
We want you to get that thing.
I want to get over 1,000 on Patreon.
Oh, that's right. Okay, let's do it. What are we at?
860 or something.
Let's get to 1,000 by. What's coming up? I don't even know. By Portland. Let's do that.
All right, I like that.
Let's 1,000 by Portland
by the road trip.
Huh?
By the road trip.
By the road trip, yes. The 2-week road trip.
Yeah, I'll need them. I'll need something to get me home.
How's day 6 going to be, Mike? We have 8 days to go. Are you going to do laundry on that trip, Justin?
Isn't it funny that we're in a shitty hotel room?
Yeah, I'll do laundry.
You can do laundry, yeah? Will you do Mike's laundry?
Yeah, I'll do Mike's laundry.
You okay with that, Mike?
That's okay. I'll bring enough clothes for the
14 days.
You're going to bring 14 shirts?
Yeah. That crazy, Justin. Okay, Jesus. That's a lot. I don't have 14 pair of underwear.
That's true, because I wear a T-shirt and then a button-up or something like that. So that would be
a lot.
tough.
See,
Yeah,
this is a lot of packing.
Yeah.
Do we have any updates? Oh, I need to send you an itinerary for the trip.
Yeah, I'm also linking up certain locations with where we'd be doing it specifically or whatever. Like I need to go back through some of those messages.
Gotcha.
And then also waiting on a response from that guy you sent along to potentially interview.
Okay, good.
So
Excellent.
Should be hearing soon.
Fantastic. All right, we'll talk to you tomorrow. Goodbye.